Big up, and welcome to Liberal Talk Man Show. We're going to be doing a watch along today. Excuse me. And as you see, the television's going off in the background and going through their commercials. Get those out of the way. But I guess we should always and forever introduce our co-pilot on the day here, the Irishman. How you doing, Irishman?
Oh, very well. Great to have the old European Cup back. And
Yes.
better way to start it away at AC Milan. So
Yeah.
looking forward to it, yeah.
Yeah. Big up, Jimmy. Big up,
Nice.
Cedric. Glad to see you guys along for the ride on the Liverpool here. It's an away match, so we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to travel into Italiano, and what better place to go other than to Italian royalty? Basically, AC Milan is certainly that for the country of Italy, and we've got a little bit of history with AC Milan too. So it's gonna be a fun one. Gonna be a fun one. No love lost between AC Milan and Liverpool at all. Big up MK Toe in the house and Bernie. Hope that your birthday was a great birthday, by the way, Bernie. And glad to see you here.
Yeah,
So
good to see a few people in already. That's great. Nice one, lads.
yeah,
Let everybody let us know where you're watching the match.
definitely. We're doing we're bringing a new show when we do if we do a watch along. It won't be like a routine thing in the sense of we do excuse me, a lot of watch alongs, but we will pick out some select games to do some watch alongs, and we like to do this thing called roll call, basically roll call or round up, as Brian likes to say, but roll call, like I'm calling it, basically. And roll call means, hey, just give a shout, tell us where you're watching the game, where you plan on going for the game, at least. If you plan on watching with family, or you're going to watch it by yourself, or obviously you're watching with us, because you're never alone. So yeah, you'll be watching with us, or maybe you're going to your local boozer or pub, or maybe you're going to the game. Maybe you're fortunate enough to go to the game. Hey, give us a shout. Tell us where you're at. Hopefully we can stay with you as long as we can. And yeah, just enjoy the day for sure. So, Brian, this I know the lineups have certainly been announced. So, because I know they've gotten into the habit of announcing the games or the teams a little early. So much for
About 10 minutes.
Not rotating, because it looks like we're going to see a little bit of rotation.
Tiny bit. 3, I think.
Simicast, Cody Hackbo. What's that?
3, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it 2?
2.
Yeah,
Simicast and
Simicast
Cody Hackbo have joined the fold here. Very interesting that it is becoming increasingly harder, it seems, to get Nunez into this lineup, seeing that we went with Cody Hackbo. I don't think Cody's going to start. The lineup that I have in front of me right now has Cody in the striker position. I don't believe that's going to be the case.
No. Cody beyond the left. Gotta be in the left. Yeah.
They got everything else pretty much right, but that is something I don't think that they got right on this one. Let me double check and see if another one has.
Yeah. Same, it's probably the most he wanted to do and the least he could have done in terms of numbers. I mean, 2 was kind of what I expected. I expected Gakpo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought maybe I really couldn't see where else was an obvious one. But Simicast for Robbo, I think works. That should be fine. That shouldn't be a huge issue. I didn't necessarily see it coming, but it's an obvious in terms of giving someone minutes without the quality dropping to a level that we can't sustain. So that's fine. It's a new
Mhm.
left, basically. You've got Bowen and Simi in for Robbo and Diaz. So he's basically just changed up his left hand side, and he's left
Mhm.
everything alone. So we know kind of to a degree what to expect.
Mhm.
Also, something that on the list of kind of things that you wanted to see, one of the main things I wanted to see was Gakpo given a run in that left hand side position from the start. But he hasn't played many minutes in a while, so could be a bit of rust there. But they won't have time tonight. I mean, AC aren't doing great this season. Someone told me yesterday they're playing well. They're not. I think they've won 1 in 6 or won 1 in 5 or something.
Hey,
They're in ninth or 10th in their league or something like that. They're not exactly flying high. So
yeah. I mean, I'm looking at right now CBS Sports. I'm looking at Jamie go over this board with Henri and with Micah, and they're doing their league table predictions. That's what I was just taking a couple quick shots of, so I can see what it was that they're looking at. They're seeing us as in this league table predictions of getting an 8th place, and Barcelona being the team that ends up getting the most points. They have Barcelona, and they also have AC Milan getting 9th place. So they have AC Milan just behind us
uh, I
in
don't know about
points.
that.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're smoking. No,
yeah. Let me see if I
I
can get
mean,
it all there for you. Yeah, they had Barcelona, Bayern, Real Madrid, Juventus, City, Arsenal, Dortmund, Liverpool as the top 8, basically.
we're better than Juve and we're better than Dortmund.
Yeah.
Uh, could be better in in Europe, probably better than Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So out of that listicle they've done there, yeah, there's no way that AC are only one behind us
Mm-hmm.
in over an 8 game. Not with our pedigree in Europe. And to put Arsenal above us means they're not paying attention to football over the
Yeah.
last 50 years. To have Dortmund
Yeah.
ahead of us is probably recency bias, considering they got to the final last year. We weren't in the competition last year, so okay,
Yep.
and give them
Yep.
that. But
Yep.
no way, I'm not having Juve and Dortmund. I'm not saying we'll finish 8th or we'll finish whatever. But what I'm saying is that's based mainly on recency on Dortmund. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so
They have
okay, cool.
Atalanta.
They
They have
can do.
Atalanta in 16th place. That's pretty low for Atalanta. I think Atalanta is going to do well. I get that Atalanta has lost some players from their starting 11 that were very influential players.
Where did they put Villa?
Reminders, huh?
Where did they put Villa?
They had Villa not in the top 16. They have Villa in 23rd place.
That's way off. What the hell are these people doing? Yeah, like they get paid for this, by the way. And
Yeah.
just say hello to
Yeah, I
Steven.
saw that. I was just about to say that too. Big up,
Yeah, he's
Steve.
a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. From back in the day. I was just chatting to him there a minute ago. I said, "Look, we're doing the show, so come in and say hello." So Bernie and
Oh,
Steve,
big up.
yeah, he's old school. Steve goes back a long way. So thanks for dropping in, Steve.
Sorry about that sneeze. Big up, and big up to Trap Joe in the house. Big up to Dara in the house. Big up. Um, sorry about that sneezing. So yeah, ready for some action or lack of. I think there's gonna be some action today. There's gonna be some. You'll see some. It's not going to be a return of what we saw on Sunday, I believe, or Saturday. Excuse me. Do not think it's going
No,
to be a return Saturday.
if you can't get up for this kind of occasion, like you don't like. I don't think he. Again, I reckon Arne Slot is one of those people who, even when he's at his most excited, he's not. He's not obviously going nuts and going crazy. I just think even us at our most energetic and attacking will still have that element of control play. So it will still be kind of this probably idea of trying to take the occasion out of it and try and just play the game as it is in front of you, all those old cliches. But you can see, like I said, in the first game, I think when we'd scored a second goal, or I think we'd scored a second goal, and you could see Salah and two other players immediately from the kickoff trying to score another one, then try to score another one again, which I kind of said that's still that lingering Klopp DNA of we've just scored, now go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it. Whereas Slot is probably more. The lads were kind of saying, who was saying it was like a 2-0 Klopp would be saying go for it, whereas a 2-0 Slot is like now we lock it down.
Yeah,
it's a very, very different approach. So you can see that like MK told, measured exactly the right word. We're not going to be the red arrows. Even if even in the most emotional kind of games, I think he'll try and take that emotion out of it. So it'll be interesting to see how that marries up with our with the way that we tend to like to play in Europe and the dramatic games that we tend to have in Europe, especially at Anfield. So how does he marry those two things together? Because that emotion and those things that we have at Anfield, they work to our advantage more often than not. They're not kind of things that set us back. They're good things.
Right.
So to harness those things as well without trying to neuter us. So again, look, it's the first time we're seeing so many things with this guy. It's the first time in the Champions League for him. Oh, and happy birthday to him as well, by the way. It's his birthday today, so hopefully
it is his birthday. Happy birthday, Arnie.
Get some birthday look and a couple of goals.
You are correct about that. I'm sorry, I'm getting starstruck over here. David Beckham has just joined them on the.
I can't believe you're watching them. You're letting down your mate. Your mate Danny is on Champions League with BT. Danny Sturridge is there.
Yeah, because we don't get that coverage. I don't get that coverage. Otherwise, I'd be watching that certainly.
He was just tweeting about it there. He was tweeting up videos of himself at the San Siro. So yeah, I'm assuming it's BT he works for. I think it is. I don't.
It is. It is.
Okay.
He works for Fox over here in America as well. Because I've seen him on when we did the Euro coverage. Fox did the Euros coverage. But look at that, David Beckham. I guess he owns a bee, honey. He makes honey or something. He must own like a bee, some type of bee collective or something. He just gave Kate obviously a Manchester United signed David Beckham kit. Old school one too. I guess I was like from the years that he played, not like a new one, not like a new jersey with his name on it.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Bernie is saying I feel for Arnie. He has huge manager shoes to fill over our history. I hope the fans back him, and that's what I was saying myself from day one. Is that I really hoped he just got off to a good run of results because he needed that instant backing that from the people who were on the fence kind of thing. I think he's got a fair amount of goodwill in the bank now at this stage. I think those 3 wins, the one over United, okay, setback at Forest, but these things happen. But I think he does have
bit of credit. But Brian, what's crazy too? Excuse me, and I'll allow for you to finish your thought too. Yeah, who's David Beckham?
He's married to that girl from the Pop Singers. That guy.
Yeah.
He used to play football back in the day.
Posh's David Beckham, yeah.
Posh's husband, that guy.
Yeah.
He did play for Milan.
Yeah. Oh, he is. I know. He's like top to bottom, tatted up. Wow. I never knew he had that many tattoos, really. He has a lot of tattoos. What I was going to say about Arnie is that what the narrative has been is the honeymoon's over, basically, with that loss. I have dealt with a couple of comments online. I've dealt with a couple of different people that have reached out through Twitter or even maybe in other forums with me when I, go off and watch other people's shows sometimes. And the narrative on a lot of the bigger channels, at least, ESPN or Paramount, or with the two Robbies and Low, or I don't know about if it's been like that, if that's the headline in the UK, but
No,
it's been
very
the
much
honeymoon's over, in that that honeymoon, that grace period that you have. Now people are going to be very like distinctive with their criticism. So
the UK narrative at the moment, because also it's what's the bigger story, and this weekend him losing was a big story, but right now still Man United is at the head of it because they've been good and bad this season. So
right,
they're still kind of the main headline, dumpster fire club type narrative. We're
they
kind of
have
like,
they had
oh yeah,
Southampton
Klopp.
this weekend.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Slot. Oh yeah, he had a great start, yeah, and he had wins. Yeah, but whatever. Man City, 115 charges. Man United, Ten Hag. I
130,
think, yeah,
130,
the 115 or the 130. Yeah. So
130. I know the
it's
115 runs like it rolls off the tongue a little easier than the 130.
I'm not saying it's not a story. I'm not saying it's not, but it isn't quite end of days type thing or anything like that at all. No, no, I'd say it's quite relaxed. If he loses two in a row, if Bournemouth beats us, then you're talking, yeah, then you're going to have a story on your hands, because he got the whole look, Forest one-off game, yada yada yada, but you lose two in a row at home, yeah, then the knives are well and truly back out, and yeah, you can put away the wind dress and all that. Yeah, honeymoon is well and truly over. So, but yeah, yeah, hopefully. I mean, tonight, I don't know. Like, could he get a bad result tonight, and then? But we won't talk about that. We'll see how he
No, we
handles
don't even put that
European
in the
football
universe.
now
But
tonight.
I get
So
what you're saying. Yeah, you're right, though. You're absolutely right.
I'm wondering, does that kind of feed into the Premier League, or is it, oh well, look, it's Champions League, he's a new manager, let's just focus on what he does in the league? Or, but I don't think at Liverpool you get that kind of leeway, do you? You don't get that kind of time to make more than a couple of mistakes. And yeah, the pens will be out. Maybe not the knives, but the pens will be out. And as I say, the pen is mightier than the sword, but the articles will be written. Has it got effect, or was it a new manager bounce, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, or like I think the narratives that the ones that are telling you to breathe over and such were the same. Who is that with him? There's I was trying to see who was at that game with them.
We can.
Yeah, Gary Neville was at this game, I guess, or that's not surprising, but he was just showing a picture, showing a video. Right now it's Young Boys 0, Villa 2 in the 81st minute. Juventus is up 3-0 over PSV as well. Other games are in progress as we speak.
There's a kid they're all talking about in that Juve game, by the way. There's a kid they're all talking about. He scored on his debut, and some kid, he just scored like some amazing goal. He scored on his league debut.
For Villa or for Juventus?
Oh no, for Juve. He scored on his debut tonight. And he scored, yeah, even Fabrizio Romano was tweeting about him, debut goal here, debut goal there. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Yildiz. Yeah, that's it. Yildiz.
Oh, okay. Kenan Yildiz.
Yeah, they're all talking about him.
You're right. Yildiz. YLDIZ. YLDIZ. Yes,
great goal.
Shout out to my fellow American, Weston McKinney. Scored the second goal for Juve. And then Nicholas Gonzalez scored the third for them. So they're up 3-0 right now.
That must be over, is it? Oh, it's
pretty much. It's in the 88th minute right now.
Villa, I saw the first half playing. I was surprised that we're still at a stage where we're playing on artificial turf. I know it's all fancy and new and all that now, but they're playing on artificial pitch. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah,
they're in Bern.
I guess for young boys, it's a little bit harder to keep the natural grass. Maybe, I don't know.
Switzerland, I mean, it's not that hard. They have a lot of money, but they just yeah, for some reason they play it that way. Their winters are harsh, yeah, but
Yeah.
so they don't know
Um.
all the other Swiss teams. They don't have those pitches. I think the Ollie Watkins, he was true on goal at one point, and
Yeah.
he did have a bad touch. But you could see the way the ball just completely killed on the ground in a way that it wouldn't normally.
Yeah.
It just kind of was. It just looked a bit weird. Now he did have a bad touch, but um, yeah, it must be different for these guys. But like if you play on it every week, and then the team that's visiting you is playing on grass every week, and now they're playing in different boots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
VAR.
surprised this in
VAR
age
was
you still have to do it.
VAR took away Ollie Watkins' goal, but Jacob Ramsey scored earlier from an assist from Ollie
Yeah,
Watkins, and also John McGinn had an assist to
wow,
Yuri Tielemans.
that was a bizarre goal. The goalkeeper fouled Watkins, and Watkins fell on the ground, and he thought like he was going to get a penalty, but Ramsey realized like Ramsey kind of just jumped over Watkins and pulled the ball out from under Watkins' leg and stuck it in the back of the net because Watkins was just like, "Oh, stay on the ground," but Ramsey was like, "No, he hasn't blown yet." Ran
Yeah.
over and kind of took it from under
Score for
Watkins'
good
leg
measure. Yes.
and
Just
stuck it
score.
in. It was really good, like the way he kind of took it out from underneath him. He had to jump over Watkins while he was lying on the ground, poke it out from under him, and then bury it all in the space of about a second and a half. But it was a terrible back pass from a defender straight to a goalkeeper, and Watkins was just standing there. He just took the ball. So another guy fouled him, or the goalkeeper had fouled him, and then you're out. Yeah, crazy goal, stupid goal to give away. They literally just could have, may as well just kicked it into their own net because it would have been a penalty otherwise. So not a great start for them. But Villa didn't impress me much. They looked okay in bits and pieces, but they didn't impress me a lot. But like I said, fake pitch.
Looking at some of the comments here, looks like a lot of they're talking about like drinks and food.
Talk about whiskey.
What's when you're watching the game? Is there a particular drink that you go for? You know, tell us in the chat too. Like when you guys are watching the game, watching the Reds, do you have? I have a little bit. I do a little bit. I can be a little superstitious sometimes, so I try to drink. If I have the ability to, I'll try to drink a. Yeah, I know. My throat. I'm trying to get it there. I know, Bernie. My throat isn't. My voice is not sultry today at all. But I was gonna say, yeah. Like, is there a drink that you guys do, or a drink that you like to take on? I drink Carlsberg, for instance, when I watch my games normally, or if I can have access to it, at least I'll drink Carlsberg. But like, what's the drink of choice if you have it for yourself, Irishman? And tell us in the chat what's your drink, or if it's not, it could be non-alcoholic, it could be alcoholic. You know.
Well, if we run out of bottles of Bollinger, I'll usually just go for a beer. You know, but yeah, if we run out of the good champagne, I'm only messing. I used to drink whatever, you know. I didn't really have a kind of, not really a spirits guy. I don't like spirits, especially not those people who drink whiskey neat. I'm not one of those people. I can't do that. It just still just burns me. I'm not. And so I'd end up putting ice in it or water or something, ruining it. So I just don't like spirits really. On a night out, it was like, you know, sometimes like, oh, you don't want beer anymore because you've had a few beers. I'll give me some kind of fresh. Maybe I'd have vodka or something. But at this stage, really, I just drink beer. That's all I really like drinking. I mean, I don't want to sound like, what's his name? I like beer. I still like beer. That fucking high court judge what was his name? Your man, he went on trial. You know, I like beer. I still like beer. Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh, Brett Kavanaugh. Okay.
Yeah. And that thing is like, I still like beer. I drink beer. He just said beer about 1,000 times in his deposition thing. But yeah, at this stage, I used to like. I don't like cider anymore. Don't like champagne. Don't like and only wine with food. Really, wine with food, and that's it. Otherwise, just nice cold beer, and I'm happy.
Look at Bernie. Bernie's got expensive tastes.
Of course she does.
He drinks Dom Perignon.
He just has Bernie tastes, you know.
Yeah.
Classy lady. Classy lady.
Yeah. Little Cristal or Dom Perignon. Yeah. Nice. Wouldn't expect anything less. Let's see. I'll tell you what some of the choices were from the chat here. Let me see if I can go up.
Well, I saw Jimmy said Redbreast. I'm assuming that's a whiskey because he has a little tumbler beside it. So Redbreast, I'm
Okay.
assuming is a whiskey.
Let's see. Yeah, I see the red the whiskey thing. Philip says he just drinks coffee. Yeah, I know. I could use a good Irish coffee right now. Sort my throat out. Excuse me. MK Toe says Coke and crisp. Carlsberg Export. Yes, I drink Carlsberg definitely. It's a pilsner, but
yeah, the export. You know what you're talking about with the
mm-hmm.
export. That's
Mm-hmm.
different. You know, that's the stuff they make at home and then they export it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Heineken export in Holland is just like it's beautiful. Like it's really, really nice. Like Heineken isn't nice over here, but
right.
to get bottles of Heineken export in Holland, oh man, that is a tasty beer.
Yeah.
Dara's on the Stella.
Oh, I love Stella. I do love Stella too. I do drink Stella. Stella's like usually nice. I do drink Stella a lot because Stella's very easy to find in. It's one of those beers that's very easy to find in pretty much everywhere you go. They possibly will have either Stella or Heineken. One of those two beers will probably be on the as a choice that you could make. So usually, if I'm abroad or out,
oh, you get Stella everywhere. Yeah, it's good. It's something you'll always find. Yeah, and it's a strong beer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can't find Carlsberg everywhere. You know, normally if you're in a Liverpool bar, you probably could. But yeah, you usually can't find Carlsberg just like every place and anywhere. No, I only drink Carlsberg when I'm watching the games. Actually, I don't drink it really other than that. Because I like the beer. It's not my favorite beer though. It's definitely not my favorite beer. Stella is more my favorite when it comes to those things. Or even there is a beer I don't like. I'm not a very big Mexican beer fan, but there is a beer that is produced in Mexico. It's called Victoria. Because I drink Yingling. If I like Yingling here in America,
that's nice. I've had that before. That's nice.
Oh, you've tried Yingling before?
Oh, you can get all the Asian beers over here. Yeah, we're big beer. Like if there's alcohol in it, you can probably get it in Ireland. Don't worry.
Well, wait, Yingling's American.
If there's alcohol in it, you can probably get it in Ireland. Yeah, we sell pretty much everything. All those beers, especially in the last 10 years, this whole new IPA and craft beer thing that's exploded. Like there's you went off places in Ireland, there's pretty much they almost have like American sections, Asian sections, the good ones now at this stage.
Yeah, Yingling's the oldest brewery of England's the oldest. Yingling is the oldest brewery. It's in Philadelphia, or excuse me, in Philadelphia. It's in Pennsylvania. It's in Pottsville, basically, but it's like Western PA. But it is the oldest brewery in America. And it was very interesting. Yingling was always there. It was more of like a local thing. And then when the microbrews and all that stuff started, blowing up, there became an interest in Yingling more so because of its history and the likes. So Yingling started to grow. It's the same thing with there's a beer in Mexico that I don't like. Again, I don't like Corona and like
Corona's pissed on. There's a reason they have to put.
I'm not a big Mexican beer fan, but there is a beer called Victoria. Here I have a. Let me see if I can show you. Victoria. This was like on their. I bought this on their 150th anniversary because it was like made in 1865. Victoria is the oldest brewery in Mexico. Mexico's oldest brewery.
Cerveza.
It's really, really good beer. Really, really good beer.
I mean, if you have to stick some lime in the bottle, to make it taste drinkable, then you've got a problem with what's in the bottle.
Yeah, probably so.
I mean, maybe you should have a look at the old recipe there. But one that I always liked, and I didn't know if I liked it because it just tasted different, and I'd never really had it before, and
Uh-huh.
I just thought it tasted different. I don't know if I'd be able to drink it all the time, but Michelob. The first
Oh
time I ever
yeah,
had
Michelob,
Michelob,
yeah,
Michelob,
Michelob,
okay.
yeah, Michelob,
To
yep.
me, that tasted like it had an aftertaste of bananas from it, and I
Mhm.
was like, I'd never tasted anything like that beer when I had it before, but I haven't
Mm,
had it in a really, really long time. I mean, I think the last time I had it was when I was in London, but
interesting.
it was just yeah, it was just wow, I never had a beer that kind of tastes like bananas, basically. But that's American beer, right? Michelob,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
and I
didn't know
like the
Stella
bottle,
you ever used
nice
to be
bottle.
available. I thought I've Stella's very. I'm looking at Dara's thing. MK Tola
Just
Stone Brewing. Okay.
quickly, oh, we're starting at 8, aren't we?
Strongbow
Eight
or
o'clock.
Strongbow's good if you're into your ciders. That Strongbow is
Uh,
really really good.
not a
There's
cider.
like Woodpecker cider, and then there's like Strongbow, and there's a couple others good ciders out there. Um, Carlsberg, if not for Bonkers, Bushmills,
Yeah, I
single
know
malt.
that. I know,
All
Jimmy,
right,
but
Bernie,
don't
I like it.
don't let on about that, Jimmy. Don't let we know. Don't let on about
What
that.
is it? I saw
Don't let
this
on about.
Steve-O likes either Stella or Beck's if it's a lager.
See, Steve-O's got Beck's on the brain now. You see, after you're talking about Beckham, that's
Yeah, he's at
subconscious.
Beck's now. He's
You know,
at Beck. Yeah, yeah.
Beck's is something I
Beck's.
have not had in a
I
long
haven't had
time,
that. I haven't had
but
it in a while.
it's actually nice. But it's one of those beers that the next day you can really remember it taste wise. It's one of those beers that lingers a little bit. But yeah, they're nice, but they have to be super cold
Yeah,
as always. But they used to come with these really
Bonkers
cool
Brown
bottles.
Ale. Okay.
Yeah, the bottle of Beck's it has that kind of pop off cap that has like a
Mm-hmm.
steel holder on it so it doesn't drop off. Very fancy. Very, very fancy.
Philip says IPA and John Smith's bitter. Yeah, if there's a drink that you go to, maybe if this it could be I don't know. You just like
Nasty, not many places. Sorry.
is this an non-alcoholic drink? Yeah, definitely tell us what it is. Definitely tell us what it is. It's
Growlsh,
not
yeah, I
alcohol,
remember
it's not
Growlsh. Yeah. You
alcohol.
can still buy Growlsh, yeah. Yeah. Growlsh is very similar to Beck's actually.
Oh,
Growlsh and Beck's
Grolsch
are
is
very,
awesome.
very, very similar.
I like Grolsch.
Yeah, it's very similar to Beck's. If I remember it rightly, Grolsch and Beck's are.
Grolsch is the
Oh,
kind I
Grolsch.
like
Oh,
Grolsch
sorry.
beers
Grolsch
because
is
you
the
know
one with the
why?
stopper.
I
Sorry,
used
Bernie is right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
when I was
Yeah.
in college, I used to like brew. I was one of those guys that made my own beers sometimes or tried to experiment making my own beers. And
Yeah.
Grolsch had the bottles that when you they had like
Those are the ones I was talking about. Those are the ones
yeah
I was saying they were Beck's ones. They're not Beck. The Grolsch one with the it's on a little hinge and a holder, and
yeah exactly the
and you snap it
caps
back down again.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
recap it. So like
yeah.
if you
Manually,
make
yeah.
your own beer, like those
Yeah.
kinds of bottles were cool to have because you could clean them out and you could reuse them. A lot easier than when you just had to like go out and buy bottles and put the actual cap on yourself. Yeah.
We made our own wine once. We made it for we were having a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
One of the lads' first 21st. It was the first of my friends. Like I was 19, so I was the
Yeah.
first person having a
Oh.
21st. So we made like one of those 5 gallon because we had a homebrew center here in Ireland, even back in the
The
nineties.
streets have
Very old.
arrived, by the way, Brian. The
I
streets have
know.
arrived.
I see. Yeah, we made our own wine, and I'll tell you backstage what happened to it at the house party because that's
Oh,
not
okay, all right,
our
sounds good.
fucking something.
Sounds a little
Yeah.
X-rated, but okay. By the way, I'm not drinking any Italian beers. No Peroni
Peroni's
today.
not bad. Peroni's
No
not bad.
Peronis.
Yeah, I used to go for lunch with an ex, and we had a club sandwich and a bottle of Grolsch. Happy days. Happy days indeed.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen Grolsch, by the way, in Arizona. I think if you want to find Grolsch, you probably have to go to like this is strictly to Dara because you guys don't have this. I don't think you have this store outside. It's a store, it's a nationwide store, but I don't know if it goes outside of America. But like probably like your Total Wine or something like that, or your Bevmo or something like that. They might have Grolsch, but I don't think like your regular like corner stores gonna have Grolsch. Big up to the streets,
Glasgow.
like I said earlier, though.
He's
Oh,
not
big
a
up to
Scotsman.
Gina.
Why not?
Big up Gina.
Oh, hi, Gina.
Gina is is our Spurs friend, a good friend of the channel. She's been a day oneer. I'm trying to bring her in to become a Red, to because she's going through. Spurs fans have been very, very, very critical and somewhat harsh. I wouldn't say somewhat, very harsh, very, very ugly. Some of the statements that I've seen against Son lately, and Gina is someone that sticks up for Sonny, and rightfully so. So, but I said, hey, you know what? If you can't, if your Spurs brethren aren't going to treat you right, come to a real club that always walks with each other, and that is the Reds. So we're always keeping a place here in case she wants to, readjust. And I told her to bring Sonny with her too. even at this stage of his career, I would still take Son on this team. Very incredible talent, incredible legend. So yeah.
Yeah.
Pick up. Oh, let's get into before it gets too late,
quickly,
Brian.
why not confident? Just get into the teams, but
yeah, I was just before it gets too late, I want to get into the teams. I did bring up somewhat of the lineup. Do you have a score prediction for today? Do you have a score prediction for today?
No. I just want to know why Rastakrab isn't as confident as he should be. But I would say a score for today. I don't know if they. Man, I don't think they'll score. Even if they if they do, it would be like a 1. I don't really. I don't think they're good enough to really hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
But you're away at Milan.
Yeah, I'm just bring up as you speak. I'm going to bring up the.
I'll be brave lineups. And I'll say 2-0 to us. 2-0.
Okay. 2-0. Let's see the scores we have rolled in. Rasta has as a 2-2 draw. MK Toe has us winning 2-0. Dara has us losing 1-0.
No, that's for a 1-0 win. That's a 1-0 win.
Or Dara. Dara, tell me which because usually you put the home team first, and then
some people do, some people don't. But I think if he's putting 1-0, I'd assume he means a win.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you could be bold enough to say this is the game, that maybe doesn't think we're going to win. Bernie has a 2-1 to us. Mo and Chiesa to score. That'd be great to see Chiesa score on his arrival back home, into Italy at least. Not necessarily but as his home. But
I'm sure.
Philip has us in the tight 3-2. 3-2 win. Oh, if Klopp had Son, Gina, oh my goodness, we've already spoken about this so many times. If Klopp had,
back in the day, yeah.
Oh, back in the day, that would have been nasty. Nasty. Who else? 3-1 LFC from Jimmy. All right. Let's see. And I think I said everyone else's score so far. Yes.
Oh, Dara doesn't know. Dara is going to AC.
Yeah. So yes,
Dara thinks
right.
it's a Milan one. No, I was just wondering why he didn't he just put 1-0 and he didn't say something about us, kind of why we lose or something like that.
This is AC Milan's lineup, by the way. We will be facing off against my U.S. men's national team player, Pulisic. They have Loftus Cheek in the middle there. Leao is going to be very, very interesting to see, as Trent will have to take on a very talented winger in Raphael. There's a lot of talk about him, whether he was ready for the big league or ready. Is he a little bit overblown talent, or is he an actual? is he the real deal?
He was questioned specifically about him in the press conference, and they didn't get much out of him. Yeah, are you I think Leo is one of those guys where if he has a good game, he looks like prime Neymar. And and Neymar is a world class player, but I know some people laugh at him. But prime on that left hand side, Leo, he's lethal. But then the reason he's still out of Milan and not out of Barca or Madrid or a City is because he doesn't do it every game. So got to keep an eye on him. Same with Christian Pulisic. I mean, he was one of the players I really wanted us to go and get back in the day. Another player on his day can look like one of the best wingers in the world. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Morata. That doesn't scare me. I'm going to look thinking, but that doesn't scare me. And even if we lost today and they did well, the next 10 games, Loftus-Cheek and Morata still wouldn't scare me. Morata is, he's Morata. We all know what he's like. So Yusuf Fana, Reinders, look, that's not a world class team. But you've got dangers. You've got Morata who can score goals. Pulisic dangerous. Leo dangerous. Pavlovic, don't know much about him. Calabria's a good right back. Hernandez good right back or left back. Very attacking, very good player. And Mangan's a very good goalkeeper. But if you put our 11 up against that, should be able to perform. So, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I still think it's a 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. Okay.
With an alley and a verge.
And then I'll bring up. This is AC Milan's lineup that we're going to be facing against. This right here. Again, disregard the fact that it says Cody is going to be our striker. He's not going to be our striker. With Diego in the lineup, I think that he'll be out left, and then Diego will be in that striker position. But other than that, this is pretty much looking like it's going to be what we should expect. McAllister, Gravenberch in that pivot role, Trent, Ibu, Virgil, Simicast in the back line. Again, it's really, really interesting what we're getting from this manager when it comes to his being frank or being very open and honest. We've seen him break down games and talk at length about what the plan was and what the philosophy of what they wanted to bring out and do in games. We've seen him shut down. We talked about I remember the Redmonds had a guy that got to ask a question, and he was like, on formation, and he was talking about how are we going to see a 4-2-3-1, and then he like broke it down and said, oh, I don't know who he talked to or who's been watching our games. We do a 4-3-3, and it was like, okay, that's not what we're seeing, but all right, if that's what you say. And then it was just yesterday when he had the press conference and he talked about, rotation is not necessary. And, we don't at his previous club, they weren't a big, rotating club, or he didn't do much rotation. And then the very next game today, we see rotation. So it's one of those cases where I'm like, all right, I might be tuning out of the press conference.
Well, in fairness, two changes isn't rotation. Two changes, right. I think it's just like, and in fairness to him,
I think it is. When it's Lucho, when it's the player that actually played the majority of our games last year was Lucho. He was the most consistent player in our front line last year. We now see the first game of the Champions League, and Lucho's not a part of it. That's something.
No, that player has been, but it's not. Oh, he said we don't rotate. He never said I never change players. Like I said, this whole thing is going to become the new trend in midfield: rotation. But you have to be fair to him. No, you need to be fair to him when you're quoting him. He never said that he never changed his team. He said at PSV, I rarely change the team. At Feyenoord, he said, I know it's different in England. He said that in the previous press conference. He said, I know it's different in England.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I didn't used to, I wasn't a bit like, he was getting questions, like, why aren't you changing? Why aren't you changing? Why aren't you changing? And he was like, well, hey, look, I mean, I was never huge. I wasn't one of those guys, and Klopp never did it either. Klopp would play the same 11 every game. But he said, yeah, look, I didn't do it. But he also did come out and say it's not the same in England, and I know that. So you have to be fair to him as well on that one. He did say it, but I don't see 2 Chainz as mass rotation. It's just about what I'd expect. And like you said, Diaz is one you were thinking maybe he could have gotten a rest for the previous game and then come in on this one. So it's all about we're watching to see what way he does it. Because I said before the game, is he the kind of manager that rotates that rests players by not starting them and bringing them on for half an hour, or starting them and bringing them off for half an hour? And at the moment, he seems to be like the latter version. But we'll see. Like I said, this conversation is going to be probably his thing now. Rotation. But the game's about to start. I'm going to pop out for 2 minutes, and then I'll be back when the game is starting.
Okay.
I just got to take care of everything before it starts. 2 minutes.
Get it all set up. I got you.
Cool.
Yeah, MK Toe, I agree. I think Kelleher will be our cup keeper. Teams are just doing the walkouts. Right now, they're just doing the walkouts to the pitch. We got Bayern. We got Real Madrid going against Stuttgart today. We have Sporting CP versus Lille. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Going to be a good day to see a lot of these different teams and what they're going to, how this new Champions League format's going to really. I was at first I was so against. I wouldn't say so against it, but I mean I wasn't exactly big on the format that we're going to see. But it's here. I'm going to be open to see how it works out. It should be certainly interesting way of going about this Champions League, because normally, you're looking at these teams, you're like, oh, well, how we play today at home or how we play today away, we'll see them again on the return fixture back home. But like now with this is like such a different format, whereas it's one and done. You got your opportunity to go. It's like you got your opportunity to go against these teams, and then that's it. This is, if you got to play them on the road, you got to win on the road. If you got to play them at home, you have to win at home. So I don't know if you guys in the chat are really are you looking forward to this new format, by the way? Are you looking forward to it? That's a really big question. Are you looking forward to this? Because this is what we worked for last year. We worked to get back in the Champions League. Europa was a fun little ride. Unfortunately, Atalanta brought that ride to an end last year. Abrupt end, but yeah. Just show some of the replays. But yeah. MK Toe says this table thing doesn't make sense to him. Okay, I get what you're saying. It's just a money spinner. 2 extra games is not a good thing, Dara is saying. I agree. Well, yes, and if you don't do well in the actual, what do you call it? If you don't do well, I see. I'm looking at the goal that Watkins was going to get, possibly get a penalty on. But if you don't do well, you're going to have to take on extra games on top of. So obviously you want to perform well in the league stage, which is what we're going to have to start calling this now. It's no longer really the group stage. It's really like the league stage of this competition. You have to make the most of it. And if you can make the most of it, you'll find yourself not having to take on that extra game, the extra 2 games at least as well, to kind of figure out who gets to advance and where you'll be going in that advance case. Let's see what else we're saying in the chat here. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be cool to see how it all works out, because realistically, big up to Rob, by the way. Big up, Rob. I think it's going to be fun, because we're going to have a case where our situation, this is possibly, I would say, arguably the hardest game we have on the road. All the games are going to be difficult in their own way. Even the games at home are going to be difficult. Obviously, we have some very, very good competition traveling to Real Madrid, Leverkusen, traveling to Anfield. Hopefully, we can make it into the fortress that it's been for us in the past. But yeah, I'm looking forward to how this all breaks down and what it's going to be like, what the ride's going to be like. I know a lot of us are doing that as well. Wearing the black kits tonight, the black with the teal. Did not choose to wear our third kits. We're wearing our away kits here for tonight. And we are about to kick off, at least in my portion of the world, on my stream, we're about to kick off. So I'll tell you when the kickoff begins. And it's begun. It has begun. Dom has kicked the ball into play, and we are away, people. Champions League football, people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Trying to see what you guys got to say in the chat here. We will most likely see Chiesa in this game. You're right, Philip. Excuse me. Because he did mention that he will be available, and obviously, I'll give you also. Here are the substitutions or subs that we have on the bench. We have two keepers on the bench. We have Gomez, Robbo, Kwanzaa, Endo, Chiesa, Jones, Morton, Bradley, Diaz, and Nunez all on the bench for today. I'm going to go with Darwin, by the way, getting a goal in this game. Go with Darwin getting a goal in this game. Be a nice little breakout goal for Darwin to kind of start getting into the flow of things. And I also will go with Diego getting a goal as well. So he doesn't necessarily answer. Oof. Offsides is the call, but that was interesting start. I'll do a little play-by-play as well, just so you guys know, so you can enjoy that. Bring you back to my my high school years, or not even high school years, my junior high school years. I used to pretend to be the sportscaster, talk the game. I used to do the color commentating, not the play-by-play. But I'll do my best here. It looks like Stuttgart was challenging to get a goal in there early on. I don't know why my game is switched over to Real Madrid. Double check here as to what's going on. Gotcha. All right. Make sure I'm logged in right. Big up Dakota. Big up Dakota. Team Capri Suns in the house. Big up. Milan has just scored, by the way. Milan has just scored. Yes. And it's the American. Let's see this goal again real quick. Pulisic, great transition. Wow. Not much you can do about that. That was fast. That was fast. Pulisic with an absolute, goes right by Ali's extended hand. 4 minutes in, and Pulisic, 1 attempt, 1 shot on target, 1 goal, 1-0, 1-0. There you go, right, Dara. Well, I don't think that's going to be the only goal in this game. To be honest with you, Dara, I don't think it's going to be the only goal in this game. Get a quick check. I don't know what happened to the AC Milan player, but it's got a bloody lip. Must have got a elbow, or I don't know what exactly happened to him. Early days, Dara. Exactly, Bernie. You tell him. I don't know what that was really. It was just a breakdown it was just a real breakdown. For once, we did not have the numbers back. There was a line of defenders that did gravitate back, but it was just a great shot by, let's just keep it real. That was a really great shot by Pulisic. And just like that, 1-0. Just like that, 1-0. Oh man, and now AC Milan doing their thing. It seems like their keeper, I don't know what is going on, but their keeper just went down for no reason. So now, bloody lip to one player. Looking at now the goalkeeper getting some attention to his leg, to his hamstring, it looks like, or something with his quad. Oh, there's Kaká in the Brazil legend. Big up to Marion. I know Marion loves her Brazilians. Very poor defending. Yeah, good shot. Yeah, you have to give it to him. That was a really good shot. Be nice to see him do that for U.S. men's national team a little bit more. Maybe against those pesky northern neighbors as well. But it's all good. It's all good. It is Arnie's birthday. So yeah. Hopefully we can give Arnie a little bit of a birthday gift here of getting a victory. Give ourselves a gift as well. But 1-0. We just returned to play. I'm at the 7th minute. I'm like 6:52, 6:53, 6:54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 7-minute on the dot. Just so you guys have an idea where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, it turns out they're not showing this on fucking TV, so.
Get out. You're not getting Champions League?
Fuck these stupid bastards.
Oh man. Can you even
Oh
get
they're showing Real Madrid.
Oh, really?
Same fucking shit they did last year, these stupid Virgin Media dickheads.
That is, especially in Ireland, you would think that they would show, because Liverpool has a very big following in Ireland. I don't know what Real Madrid's following in Ireland, but
no, it's not about Real Madrid following. Everybody wants to watch Liverpool. They kind of basically they don't get to pick what games they show, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they want
very
people
interesting.
On page.
Ibrahimovic, Zlatan is in the building. He obviously is connected to AC Milan. He's now he's like a board member with them or something, or a backroom staff member. But he's sitting with the FIFA president too, by the way. Sitting next to the FIFA president. Or was he UEFA president? I think he's FIFA.
That's Serapin.
Yeah, UEFA, right?
Yeah, Serif and the UEFA guy.
Yeah. Liverpool trying to reorganize, refine their form. A little bit flustered so far. Rafael Leao is a PUNK, by the way. You can say that. I can say that out loud. Not a curse word, but he is a little punk. Just kind of pushed Trent when he was trying to take his free kick, and referee had to get involved. And then just now, he ended up not getting hacked by Leao. Leao dribbles off his own foot, and Liverpool regain Ibu. You know what's funny is you ever hear the play-by-play? I always used to think like it wouldn't be that difficult to be the play-by-play for at times, considering they just basically they allow for you to watch the game, but they'll just say Kanate, Salah, they just basically tell you the player that has the ball at their feet, and then they rock and roll that way. They don't really it's not really much more to be talking about, I guess.
Well, that's all the bits and pieces, the stats and the details they put in between. That's people who do the research and get paid to do it. They can do that.
Yeah,
they can talk all day. The game will stop for 5 minutes. The game
right.
stops for 5 minutes.
That's the little voice in your ear. The voice in your ear telling you, say this stat right now.
Oh no, the best of them, and there's no one in their ear. They have it all. You can see these.
Oh, absolutely.
They don't get the credit they deserve. These commentators, some of them are geniuses. They could talk for 10 minutes. They could describe a game. When the lights go off, they don't. When people slag off commentators a lot, especially in England, what they're talking about is co-commentators, because those are the ex-pros who couldn't describe what a brown paper bag looks like.
But they'll tell you they have some great stories and insights that they share.
They have it, but when it comes to calling a game, it's the ex-pros are the ones that are the problems that people complain about. It's the commentators have been dragged down into that. It was an art. Some of the most famous people in sports in England are ex-commentators for good reason. But on YouTube now, everybody has to hate everything. So yeah, they're all shit. They're all idiots.
AC Milan now with the ball, they've regained it.
2-1, it's still on, but it's a heck of a start.
2-1 is still on. Yep.
Not what you want.
Those of us that picked a clean sheet are out of the running for calling this game, but AC Milan.
That's not the importance. Yeah, I mean we're 1-0 down after 2 seconds.
Come on, Eber.
I mean this can't be.
Good. And his poor pass.
This can't be the way it goes.
No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. AC Milan is putting certain effort into pressing us at the moment. Ibu with the ball.
You can get caught cold,
What's that now?
That's fine. You can get caught cold, but now you're now you're looking to score one just to get back in the game without conceding. So they couldn't have dreamed of a better start at home, 1-0 up. Basically, first play of the game, first attack. Welcome back to the Champions League, eh?
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You can see him lining up there. It's like that thing they all do now. It's 4-2-4, which is kind of interesting. Like that kind of defending a 4-4-2 and attacking a 4-2-4 kind of thing. But line up in a whatever he wants to call it, or whatever anyone else wants to call it. But you can see plain as day there's 2 in the middle and 4 up front. I see Mangan is okay. There was nothing wrong with his sore knee, no?
No. Yeah, it looks like he is going to carry on and continue to play. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong. I don't know what that was about.
Killing the game, kill the momentum.
Yep.
Take this thing out, just take a few minutes off the clock, kill it.
Yep. Liverpool right now doing their control of the balls in the safe zone right now. Just kind of playing it out, trying to figure out what to do, how to break down this team here. Now we just pushed into the attacking portion, kind of going back and forth. I don't really like the we're doing more progressive passes forward, but right now, safe zoned out.
Well, you'd hope so, Bernie. I mean, if they're going there thinking they might have an easy night, well, that gives you the wake-up call immediately. You've got to be.
It does. That's a
Like
well put statement.
I mean, you don't have time to work your way into the game. You just got to be, yeah, maybe that jolt. But look, you can see already a lot of control, possession, Milan sitting back. They don't need to really. I mean, they can just do what they want now. They can kind of very like Nottingham Forest, you know, kind of like you say, control the game without actually having the ball,
right?
Or without needing to have the ball. Kind of control the narrative of the game.
Dangerous attack for Liverpool right here. Dangerous attack. Look to try to get into a scoring opportunity there. Oof. Going to be interesting to see. We have a new left side, basically, is what we're looking at right now, by having Simicast and Hackbo instead of Robbo and Lucho on that left. See if that produces anything different when it comes to the actual flow and the actual possession and progression of our offense here. Still looking. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, their AC Milan is pretty packed in when it comes to their defense here. Grava, Diego, Salah with the off the bar. Oh, I hit the bottom of the bar. That hit the crossbar for Salah, who might have been offsides. If they'd gone to VAR, they might have tried to get him for being a toe in front of the
nice slider though.
Yeah.
No, he was on. That'll give him a bit of confidence though. He was definitely on there. I mean, you can't hit him much better and not go in, but
no.
I mean, he's beating Mangan.
Great. Cody with some really good defense, keeping the pressure on. Do not allow for them. I would like to see this right here. This is a little bit more reminiscent of our Klopp days, where we just had a really positive, progressive press going on. If they're going to try to play out of the back, make them have to get these.
But that hasn't gone.
Play out the back.
That's still part of our game. I think the pressing in the Brentford game, maybe, I thought was really on point. I thought that was really good, really high energy, and I don't think, I don't think we've lost that part of it. Maybe just might look a bit different, but when you see him passing the ball around like that, I mean, that's just an invitation. You have to go and put pressure on there. I mean, they're not good enough to do that all night, I don't think, not against us. That nearly went badly wrong for him there.
Oh my goodness, that is not a foul, by the way. That's not a foul against Virgil. Did Virgil get? He's explaining, you hit me with your arm. And I'm like, yeah, that's because he's freaking 6'3". He's 6'2", 6'3". And
No, he didn't elbow you, dude. He did not elbow you.
He didn't elbow you. He just, it's called because it'd be one thing if he, that's
Murata though. That's Murata. It's not a foul, but
it's not a foul.
Murata should have won the foul and said, yeah, I won that foul. Nice one.
Yeah,
Don't be coming out with that elbow shit because you know it didn't happen. If Virgil
exactly,
just
man.
elbowed you in the head, you'd know all about it.
You'd know it. You would know it if he'd elbowed you.
You wouldn't be
That's
standing
why
up
it's like
complaining about it.
that's yeah, that's some poor gamesmanship there. Now Virgil was not having it. He was not having it at all.
That's good ball.
Dangerous attack by Liverpool right here.
Sting out of that a bit.
Cody. Yeah. Oh, great ball to Simi. Simi with the cross. Mo, just a little out of position for that one. Trent tracking back again. AC Milan with the ball, recovers, trying to progress. Yeah, they're putting that pressure on right now. Gravenberch with the interception. Dom, a little bit of a bad pass there. Do not call that foul. That's not foul. Maka over to Trent. Trent. Salah. Back to a little bit of middle field possession, but Maka is trying to find Diego on the left side. Can't bring the ball down. Good pass from Maka. Very difficult pass to try to trap and bring under control. But
yeah, Holly was saying Jota's been off it for a couple of games, dude. You know, he hasn't been. I don't know what would you call it, like lethal or whatever you want to say about it, but he's. Yeah, I don't know if he's actually entirely comfortable with leading the line for us as our main guy. I don't know about that. I think it's some role he can play, but is he entirely comfortable with being the one that all goes around? Because he's been here such a long time, and you still think that you're waiting to see the real Jota, because we've seen finishes and all that stuff from him, but just the injuries and I suppose we're seeing what he looks like when he plays. What's his 5 games up front now in a row, and he was impressive in a few games, but he also has been kind of average the last couple of games as well. So again, we're learning all the time. Like we said, we've never seen a team. We never saw a Klopp team with Jota starting up front in it for 4 league games. Never saw that. Yes, this is all new stuff.
Oh no! Yellow card coming out. Very, very ugly tackle. By the way.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all.
And the captain for AC Milan is vehemently arguing. Very ugly tackle against Cody.
I love that. Like he's like saying, "What did I do? What did I do?" And
what did I do wrong?
And the ref is like pointing at Cody on the ground, going,
like you don't,
that thing." Yeah, it's not about.
You're lucky that could keep fighting. Keep arguing.
It wasn't because he did something 2 minutes ago. Yeah, it's because of that thing over there. See the guy screaming and roll around. It's because of that thing.
Let's get a goal.
Like, what I do?
Yeah. Let's get a goal here. Still arguing too. Corner kick coming up. Let's get a goal. Ibu or VVD. Ibu or VVD. What we were talking about earlier. That wasn't nasty.
At least he pulled out. He didn't go up. Oh, everyone's way ahead of me. Everyone's way ahead of me. Everyone's way ahead of me.
23rd. I'm in the 23rd minute right now.
There you go.
23:05:06. Ibu has just put what we asked for. I asked for. Maybe, Brian, I think you might be correct. People, you heard it here first. I think this is something that the Irishman suggested. I think that maybe at the training facility, they watch Liberal 12th Man, because we were asking for this. We were asking for Ibu and Virgil, one of them, to start getting under some of these crosses And Ibu just, oh wow, he just
like
monster.
we're talking about the Ebo one. That's the one he scored about 2 years ago. Exactly the same goal. He just walked up and went, "No, sorry, this is mine.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks very much."
Yep. Yep.
He has
And
the power. He has the leap.
that's all we're asking for. We're asking
Perfect ball, though. You look at the perfect
Trent
ball.
with a great assist from
Put it
Trent.
on your head. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, when we have, it's not like we have some kind of randomers chopping in balls. Like we have a guy putting in perfect crosses.
Yeah.
Just going head that type crosses. So it should be more. And
that was it's a little easier. It was easier to put more placement as opposed to trying to put power on from the placement of the free kick as opposed to it being a corner, obviously. But still, that was a great ball from Trent. Absolutely powerful header from Ibu to just stick it in and tie this up, knot it up at 1. All Liverpool
back in the game.
In this game. Quickly back in this game. 25th minute we're on right now. We're at 24, 55, 56, 7, 58, 59.
He's
at the 25th minute on the dot there. Just so you guys know where I'm at with the commentary and play-by-play I'm trying to do. Back at it once again. Dom pressing all over the pitch. Gets a little deflection, but not too much of the ball there. Not able to dislodge it. AC Milan back to the goalkeeper. And once again, they're going to try to push in and get something for themselves. We have somewhat been more of, as Bernie said earlier, it was certainly seeming of a wake-up call because all of a sudden we are definitely on the front foot a lot more right now. Maka, Diego. Diego goes wide with that. Did he get a piece? Was there a deflection possibly? No, I think he just missed it. I think he just went wide with it. Diego's got to score there, or at least, he just missed. I don't know what's up, Diego, right now. That was disappointing. Yeah, Realism Jared, you're right about that. That's what Cody was just asking. Cody's like, just square the ball. I'm right here. It's a tap in. It's a virtual tap in. Just square it back. Right, the angle is not the greatest of angles, but Diego can make that. Let's not get it twisted. Diego is one of the most clinical finishers on this team, so he can get that. Salah with the quick shot right at the goalkeeper though. Not much on it either. AC Milan certainly kind of trying to get their footing again because they have definitely not looked well ever since, especially since that free kick was given. MK Toe says, Diego has been poor since the season started. I think he's been average since the season started. And that's unfortunate because we're used to Diego being deadly, and here he is, and here we are with him getting these opportunities, and he's not producing what we're expecting. So, get Chiesa on if Diego doesn't improve. I don't, Bernie, you know what? I would say get Nunez on if Diego isn't going to really bring what we're looking for. See if he can get an opportunity. If Chiesa were to be put on, and if he were to be put on the left side, obviously, then not obviously because I'm we're certainly adjusted thinking that he's going to play on the right maybe as a deputy to Salah. But let's say he was the substitute later on, and Nunez wasn't a part of that substitution, then I would certainly say then Cody would most likely Cody would move to that striker position, and then Chiesa would
put Cody in the middle, man. Or even I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he could do something like put Chiesa in the middle. and just drop. It plays like a false nine. I like I say, it's so many new things. Like this is new manager, but you've also got a brand new player who no one has ever seen in a red shirt. So how are we going to use him? We all have kind of maybe he's going to do this or that, but you
Right.
never know. He could bring him in, and bloody hell, he's playing false nine.
Cody. Oh, Salah off the bar again. It's the second time. That's the second time, and then Diego gets a foul. Gets up a foul on the side.
No, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are ahead of me, so this is all kind of. But anyway, yeah, I know what's happening before I see it. But anyway,
okay. I'm sorry about that.
Do anything about it. Fucking Irish TV.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Well, it's not. I know why it happened. It's not their chat. If they'd show it if they could. It's just they're not allowed. Basically, They got the Aston Villa game. They got all that, but that's Virgin. It's because they want everybody to pay to watch BT and Sky. Virgin is owned by basically, yeah, they're Virgin. So if it was RTE, they'd be showing Liverpool, but it's not.
But, Bernie with the psychic prediction. Okay, Mo and Chiesa. Okay. Yes, Jimmy. Mo is like Nunez today. He is halfway to Nunez's hitting the bar.
No. Nunez hits the post.
Yeah.
It's Salah, man. We spoke about it before. He has a lot of niche records, so he's just collecting side quests at the moment. That's all he's doing. He's just going for the extra most crossbars hit in a single game, and he'll still score too. Have I got Amazon Prime? Bernie, do you think I'm made of Amazon Primes? I am not made. No, I don't have Amazon Prime.
Here we go. On the transition, Liverpool attacking, Salah with the ball over, but then loses it. But we're going to get a foul. We're going to get a foul here. Free kick. And that's the reason why the pass went astray.
No, Bernie, basically it's just because I didn't check
Fofana.
it. And I kind of had a thing in the back of my head because I did this last year on the first round of games that Virgin weren't actually going to show it. So if I had known that it wasn't going to be on Virgin, I would have just bought it on Now TV. But I didn't realize they weren't showing it. So it's only when it kicked off, I put it on. It was Stuttgart versus fucking Real Madrid. So now I'm watching it on bleep.com, which is about an hour behind everybody else. But I just didn't have a chance to go and set up some other theater. I just was putting on the normal TV, and I was like, why are we showing Stuttgart? But yeah, then I remembered they did this exact same thing last year because they don't want us watching it here for free. They don't like that.
Yeah.
And we can watch it for free on RT and these channels. So,
yeah. I don't know what that was either, Hollywood Rock. That was kind of a weird for them to set up the way to set up for so long and
yeah, a bit of a weird swing that he just kind of went up and just whacked it for no reason. I think
maybe he thought he was going to run onto it.
Oh no, he just went for a better connection, and that's a very different shot. That's like the fine line. He just didn't quite hit that right, and when you get that wrong, it looks like that. He was trying to do like a swerve it into the top left, I think.
Maka with
he shanked it basically.
What Maka was trying to do there, but Maka couldn't get the ball through.
Yeah, it was a lovely turn and pass. You can see that forward line breaking.
Especially from that part of the pitch right there, you could possibly score from there for the free kick.
That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to score from that. That's what he tried to do, but it's like a shank. It was like he just didn't quite hit it, and that's what happens. The way he tried to hit it, it actually looks like that. Then he was a guarantee. He was trying to hit that into the top left, but he shanked it basically. Just
Gravenberch over to Simi. Get it over to Diego. Almost lost it, but Simicast again will end up with a corner right now. End up with a corner. Playing from the back, Diego needs to be sub. He has been pants, to be honest. Okay. I don't think we'll see a sub for Diego.
No, we don't sub people on 33 minutes. You might take him off at half.
Well, no. I mean, like, I'm sure he probably means like a halftime sub or something like that.
Oh man, no! The last game, seriously, I was watching on Beige and Reds, and shout out to the 3 people on 27 minutes who were saying, "Take him off now." Like, come on, okay, like, okay, we lost the game, right, and it was bad, okay, but maybe they were right. But 27 minutes is like, just chill.
Yeah,
We're not
I know
ripping
this.
people
I know
off
what you
on
meant, Jared.
27 minutes.
I know what you meant.
Yeah,
I know what you meant.
but there is some, there's
I know.
some
Yeah, I figured he's saying
discontent. Oh no, Jared, no, definitely not him. But there is some definite jot of discontent that's starting to bubble up. But there's always as you know, there's always a scapegoat. But he hasn't been great. No, he hasn't been great.
No.
But
Two
he just needs one to go in.
Find a way in. I don't know what that was from Salah. And then he just gave up on it. But at least he came back and got a throw in, or at least got them a throw in.
What United game? I don't know what Dara's on about. I mean, are you joking, Dara, or do you mean like genuinely? Are you asking? I don't know.
Channel that I'm watching it on is CBS Sports or Paramount.
No, he's saying what does anybody know what channel the United game is on?
Oh, I got you. I thought that said what channel was it in the United States? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't. Sometimes I'm not sure if Dara's joking.
No, he's joking. I know, because it's only Champions League today, so it's like they're not playing. So that's what he's trying to say. I get the joke.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, good ball. Good ball. That didn't go out of bounds. Well, Ibu with some fancy footwork there.
Leo and Teo. He's down again. Look at him.
Yeah, not
He's
surprising.
an awful sore leg. He's an awful sore leg, so he does.
Man. Any other time, those goals go in for Cody has not been a ghost today. I will admit that. Cody has certainly been more active. Maybe they have spoken to him and said, "Hey, go out and play your game more. Stop being like a bystander in some of these opportunities." Because Cody's had a couple of Cody has had some appearances so far.
Yeah. Well, if it was as simple as saying to him, "Go out and do your stuff," I think there's reasons.
I think it is sometimes, Brian.
No, I'm not saying that. No, yeah, but I mean, if it was easy to go out there,
sometimes it's all like mental. It's about like it's.
Oh no, sometimes it's. So, yeah, but I'm just saying. I was only joking. I said if it was easy just to say go out there and play brilliantly, I just think it's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's 3 or 4 players that weren't really utilized in their correct positions that are starting to be utilized in their correct positions. You see, Gakpo's only problem is you put him in a competition with Diaz to get the best position out of him.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You can say go out there and do your stuff, stop being inhibited or get more involved in the game. Yeah, of course he's done that. He wants to do that, but you need someone like him. I think is probably not a great impact player. He's probably someone that needs to play. So that's your problem. Do you drop Diaz? If you want Gakpo to come in every game, you got to drop a Diaz. I don't think he's putting him in the middle. But good problems to have. But I'd like people who, when they do have to come in, can be impactful, even if they're not playing every single game. When they come in, they do need to be capable of making an impact and not just use like what I was saying as an excuse. Oh well, I haven't played for a couple of, or I don't play every game. You can't expect me to play well. Like no, but even when you do get in, you need to have an impact. You can't be a passenger.
Yeah. I was just giving a shout out to Dakota on that one. You're right about that. The keeper did go down once again after.
He might actually be injured. You never know. He might actually have a problem. That's twice now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe give him another. Next time they go up for a corner, Virgil, go in on him. Give him a bang. You never know what happens. He might actually be injured.
I would. on another corner, I would definitely like make
Test
sure
out.
that he decides whether he can, stay involved or not. But these are like the one he went down without, it didn't seem like there was any contact, and then another one he went down because he was just trying to pass the ball. So
the first one I was thinking definitely just because they just scored, he was trying to take the sting out of it. But now that it's happened twice, and there was never really any need to do it that time, maybe he does have an issue. So yeah, give him a kick because I don't know what their backup is like. He's good.
I don't know.
Mangan is a good keeper. I don't know what their backup keeper is like though.
Grab it with a straight kick, like kick the ball right into the AC Milan guy's face. But pressing them back, Dom definitely initiating a lot of this attack, or at least the pressure of that. AC Milan is trying to counter us. Over to Rafael Leao. Leao has it, cuts inside. Oh, great interception by Cody. Diego backs him up, picks out the ball. Salah alone. Oh, and then another. I think that might have been going a little bit wide of the post, but another shot. Salah goes wide. So now we're going to get a corner kick. Forced the keeper into a save, though. That might have been going on. You know what's funny is that I think that was actually going towards a. I think that was going towards a free kick.
Oh, that was going out, yeah, but it was going towards a goal kick. Yeah, that was going out.
Simi's going to line up for this cross for this corner.
There.
I'm going to call. Kanate got his. Let's call Virgil on this one. Virgil got to get some. Get some, Virgil. Corner kick coming up. 40 minutes, 35 seconds.
Just bump him.
Yeah.
See what he's made of.
And oh. On fire. I might have to pull out the betting app here.
It's an identical goal. It's exactly the same. I thought people were joking. It's just exactly the same goal.
It is. It's just it's basically now just saying, you know what, we're going to put these crosses
play for corners.
Corners. Yeah, we're going to put these crosses in a spot where you just have to go up and get them. And Virgil and Kanate are like, I'll have some.
They're dominating these boys.
This is what I was talking about, man.
Look, see, he was on Mangan. If you look at him, he's on Mangan. And he just behind. Yeah, he just shoves your man out of it. Watch it. He's like waiting for it. Big smile on his face. Yeah, I'm having this. Look.
Yeah.
And now he's all free. And then think.
There you go.
He was hiding behind the keeper. He was hiding behind Mangan. And then out of nowhere. What is that defense up to? They're just I'm not saying they're letting us just head him in, but these are just. Can we just do this 4 or 5 more times? 4 or 5 more times, man. That is crazy. That was literally exactly the same goal as Kanade scored, just from the other side.
It was.
That's where their weakness is. Go for it.
It was just a jump ball. It's basically like throw it up.
It was just jump ball. Exactly. Just throw it up, and one guy jumps, and that was weak on there. I know we were good, but that was weak from them. So target that.
There you go. Salah with some work on the wing there. Tried to get the ball into Diego. Diego just couldn't get off his feet in time.
Unlucky. Good challenge from Tomori. I suppose put him under pressure.
And then I wasn't expecting much out of that, but Simicast with a strike on trying to strike and get a goal.
Let's not make him the ref.
42-38, 42-40, 42-41. So that's where we're at on my end of what I'm seeing.
Oh, I'm 42, 39, 40.
Okay, so you're not that far. You're not that far back from behind. I'm at 40, 58, 59, 43 minutes on the dot right there.
No, this is
just so you guys get a little taste or something of where we're at. Set piece FC. Hey, maybe I'm telling you guys. I think make sure you guys get your comments in. Make sure you're respectful with your comments as well, because obviously Liverpool does watch this channel because they have been listening. That was one of my biggest gripes, or what I said in our review. is that we need to be what we see Arsenal, for instance, do a lot of times, and that is just be dominant in the air and get goals from set pieces that sometimes end up being the difference.
Get some generous defending like that every week, get your confidence up. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple of people I threw a bit of shade at them last year. They were saying we need to be more. We're not good enough from set pieces, is what they were saying. And I was kind of like, I think we're good enough. But yeah, over the last couple of days, we have been talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen what they can do, especially Canada. We've seen these, and we got someone like Trent on the ball. At least threaten a little bit more.
Ooh, Virgil,
at least
not a good
look
pass.
more dangerous.
Yeah.
So, but when
Ball,
you see, like you say,
right.
jump ball like that, and we just show how dominant we can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be nice. But I don't expect that Canada score that much more. You know, than 2 or 3 goals a season. That'd be good for Canada. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at least
Salah holds on to it, bad pass to Dom, but Dom can't collect. But Trent has something in his mind, but Jota was not on the same page. So as AC Milan recovers, pressing again. I'm listening to you, Brian. I'm just giving a little playback.
No. Yeah, no, I just think you don't. You see, some coaches don't like corners. Some coaches really don't like corners. They don't like the idea of relying on them at all for goals.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also that. But I just think that when we do have some of those chances, Virgil
5 minutes
is
of
always
extra time, by the way. 5 minutes of extra time put onto this.
Well, that's banging as well, isn't it? Sitting around.
Yeah.
Sitting on the ground.
It was probably for the bloody lip, the 2 goal. Yeah. Well, the 3 goals now. So you probably add like a minute and a half for 3 goals. Then he probably had he went down twice, so that's probably like 2 minutes there, and then there was also the bloody lip. That was 3 minutes. So yeah, 4.5, 5 minutes around there.
Yeah, this is not a good AC Milan team. This really isn't. We should be. They got that. Jared saying away games are difficult, but we should have them
Dom in the middle of this.
Them. Yeah, we are. We're beating them 2-1. We will. We got away from that.
Grab a great defensive play right there, but McAllister can't find Diego. I like the fact that something that I really appreciate. Like I said, we were talking about the long strides and the such.
Ooh.
Grab is able to poke away a lot of balls because of his, long legs and his ability to kind of Oof.
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
On a break here, Leal trying to press through, and then Ibu just says, "Welcome to my world. I'm the Hulk."
There he goes. Yeah. You don't. Right? That's the one thing about Leal. You don't let him get up, like what he just did there. That's what you do not want him doing, because that's what he likes to do. He goes fast 1, goes fast 2, and it's going up and up and up. You don't want him to do that at all.
Yeah,
because he'll go and score a wonder goal. But yeah, just Evo, sorry, mate. You went past.
You did need those set pieces against Forest Dara. That's what I was. That's the reason why I brought that up in my in the takes.
But that's the thing, Dara. That's the thing, Dara. How much stronger? I mean, you're talking about. I mean, and this sounds insane to say it, but that Nottingham Forest team was a lot stronger defensively than this AC Milan team is.
No, I think that Nottingham Forest team's a lot taller and a lot stronger.
Yeah, better defensive. Yeah, much bigger, much stronger, much more defensively. Like we're dominating these guys in the air. If we'd had that dominance against Forest, yeah, but that's just one of the things. I don't like to compare European football to English football. I don't think it's fair.
Another corner coming up here.
That was a good strike.
That was a good strike. Maybe exhausted our. It might have exhausted our thinking that Kanate. Maybe a Cody. Nice, can we get a Cody? Maybe a Cody goal here.
See what I'm saying? This Mangan guy, he's a good keeper. If we can go up on him and oh no, you have to go off, and they bring on Gianni Pazzoli or something, some 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against that at all. He's not saving that. Like Gakpo's not happy about missing that one.
No.
2 feet higher, and that's going in.
Punch
It's
from
perfect
the
height for the keeper.
Offsides is the call.
Yeah, push up, boys. Get back on side. Come on. That's
Big up, Bernie. Definitely, Bernie. Bernie's saying respect to the 2,000 Liverpool fans that travel to Italy. Big up. They have 98,000 fans there. We have 2, and I'm sure you can hear them. I'm sure you can hear the chants.
Not quite 98, Bernie, no, but not quite 98, but a lot.
A lot of people. There's a lot of people, Bernie. Pressing towards
I mean, and they're going to tear that down, man. They're tearing it down. It's a classic ground. So this could be the last time they will play here.
4:39. That's what we are in extra time. Coming up on the 5th minute.
This could be.
I don't know if you've gone to halftime yet or not. I'm still.
No, you're ahead of me. So
okay.
But no, this could be the last time we ever play. San Siro is around 80, I think, Bernie, something like that. I'm not great on their. It's around 80, yeah. I mean, 90 max. No, I don't even think it's 90. And we have 4,000 tickets. Yeah, about that. But this could be like this is one of the iconic stadiums in the world, and this could be last time we ever play at it in a Champions League game or any other. Well, obviously Champions League game, but it's scheduled for destruction, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. So we're at halftime right now. 2-1 is what we have going on for our team. I'm going to bring up some stats as well.
80,000. Okay. Yeah, okay. Trapped. Sorry, someone just said, yeah, Sabo and Grav disappointing. First take of the first half.
Mm-hmm. I thought Gravenberch played well. I thought also Cody.
That's Trap Joe, by the way, not me. That's Trap Joe, by the way, not me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, get your thoughts in quickly in the chat.
Definitely. Remember that Liverpool does watch this show. So
our centre back's doing the forward job. Yeah, bonkers. That's it. It doesn't matter where they come from, does it? 2 goals, doesn't matter where they come from.
Does not matter where you get them as long as you get them. That's how I see it. Yeah. But yeah, capacity is 80,000 right there. This is the capacity. 80,000, 80,018 have snuck into. That's a weird number, isn't it? Like 80,018.
Yeah, because like those things are always weird because like you'll be watching a game at the weekend and it'll be like at the Emirates or it'll be like United or it'll be even at Anfield or something like that. Well, I know we knew, and they'll be like, oh, it's a record attendance today. It's like, how are you having a record attendance? Like, how have you never fucking filled your ground? Like, you know, how was like 2 weeks ago a record attendance at Arsenal or something like that? You know, I never understand that because surely they should, well, not all be completely full, but yeah, and MK there will be lots of, there's no way that ground is full, you know.
2,000, like, as you said, 2,000 2,000 very lucky Reds got to go to this game so far. At least have gotten a good game for themselves to watch. 1,242 kilometers is the distance between the two venues. That's interesting.
4,300 apparently, according to Jared. That's our away allotment allocation.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
And they will have been taken up. Every single one of those. You could have sold them twice over.
Yep.
Like you could easily have sold 8,000 and Liverpool fans would have bought them easily. Yeah. And they would have paid, traveled to Milan, paid for hotels happily to go and see us over there. So definitely will be the noisiest part of the stadium, no doubt about it. The Liverpool away fans are off the charts, man. They are just different level.
Yep. That's the form that we're currently looking at for both of these teams. Win, draw, loss, draw, win for AC Milan, draw, win, and unfortunately a loss for us. We've had the ball 60% of the time. 45% of that has been in dangerous attack. They've had 33%. 28% attack, 14% attack for them. 27% has been in the safe zone, 53%. So what that really means is like this particular website breaks it down. If it's safe zone is basically not is somewhat our third, but it's not really like it's not like in the box. It's that area outside the box right before you get to the half field or midfield circle. That's safe zone. Then the attack would be anything over the line, over the midfield line. And then dangerous attack would be anything that's obviously in their final third.
Watching two different. Trap Joe, we must be watching two different games. Yeah, see, this is the idea here. You've got two different, totally different views on the first half. Jared and Joe.
I'll definitely bring up the comments. Let me get these last bit of these stats.
Sorry, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No worries. Let me get the last bit of these stats up, and then I'll get into the comments, so we can rock and roll, have a little powwow. Corners, 3 corners. Obviously, 2 of them resulted into, or not 2. Actually, 1 has resulted in a goal. The other one was from a free kick. 7 shots on target to their 1. Obviously, their 1 was the goal that they scored from Pulisic. 5 saves we've made. Or they've made, excuse me. We haven't seen Ali make any saves just yet. 1 block for each of us. We've had 11 attempts so far on net, and 4 have been off target. They have a conversion rate of 100, but that's because they only have 1 shot. 3 fouls for each of us. We've had 5 free kicks to their 3. They've been offside twice, and they've also gotten 2 yellow cards. 2 very 2 corners that they, or 2 yellow cards that they definitely should have had. I'm just watching this game against Stuttgart. Stuttgart should have gone up 1-0 in this game. Had a absolutely a break on the goalkeeper, and he doesn't even. You've got to at least be on target with that shot, by the way. But Stuttgart is holding on. Looks like, and yeah. So let's get into these comments here. This is again this Bob session. We've gone through all the stats.
Yeah. We've done that. Get into the comments. Get into the chat.
Let's see. Yeah, Simcast did not pile on. He did not pile onto Virgil the way that he did. He did for the League Cup game last year. That was an awkward moment. Anyway, let's see.
What Trap Joe is just saying there at the end, that's what him and Jared are talking about. They've been talking about Sabo and Gravenberch. And Jared is saying he thinks Gravenberch is doing a good job, but there's a couple of people that are actually saying, yeah, Sabo hasn't been great. So, yeah, seems to be a bit of a consensus there. Yeah, Sabo hasn't been great, and he got called out. He was called out in a press conference. You can't deny that. He was called out. He said, what was his exact quote? He has 3 goals last season, and for an attacking midfielder for Liverpool, now we can talk about where he played. As an attacking midfielder for Liverpool, that's not good enough. And need him to do more. And I like to hear that from a manager. I really like to hear that from a manager. But there's a couple of people in the chat are like, no, he's off it. He's been off it. So I don't know what your take is on Sabo's first half or Gravenberch's, but Trap Joe isn't happy with Gravenberch. Most people are a bit off with Sabo and Jota. I mean, we're doing okay. I think we did well to fight our way back into that. With maybe some people not being top tip top today, but we fought our way back into that really well. Okay, like I've been saying, they basically, like, what did you call them? Jump balls. We won 2 jump balls. The play hasn't been there. Mo hits the bar twice. So I'm kind of okay with it. I don't know how you feel, but I'm kind of okay with that first half. I'm not blown away by it, but I'm okay with it.
I'm cool with the fact that the response that we gave to going down 1-0 was very similar to the response that we had last year, which is, yeah, they scored, but we still believe that we can score ourselves. It wasn't like they started rushing. It's not like they started spamming crosses or got out of their game a little bit where they're just like, just rushing shots or anything like that. I think that what we saw was we'll get our opportunities. And I also think that
on another day, Mo has, we're 3-1 up.
It could be easily 4-5, 5-1. As I think it was, someone said that in the chat, actually. Could easily be 5-1. It's 2-1, but it could easily be 4 or 5-1. 4-1, if not 5-1. Because the 2 shots by Mo could easily have been goals.
I'll give him the 1 and say it could be 3-1. Easy. Just say, if everything that goes in. But yeah, like one of those goes in, it could be, again, woulda, shoulda, coulda. But yeah, I like the way we came back, and it was a quick break. It was early on, and then it was pretty much total control. Like, Ali has no saves, yeah, but he let one past him. But after that, because nothing happened, literally they did nothing. It's like Forest, we've total control, but we've been more effective from set pieces than we were at the weekend. So yeah, I'm okay with it. See if he changes at halftime. I don't know if he will. Maybe I could see Jota going off. I could see that. I could definitely see that. I don't know. He looks maybe a little bit run out, leggy, perhaps. Even mentally, not just physically, maybe mentally. I don't know. He hasn't been involved at all. Not the usual Jota popping up here and there, and he's always busy. He's always in and about it. He hasn't really been busy tonight, has he? To me, anyway, he didn't look busy.
No.
So I could see him coming off maybe, but anything else? Anybody who in the chat, if you were going to make one, don't go crazy, right? Don't go crazy. But if you were to make one sub at halftime in the chat, who would you be? What would you be doing? To me, maybe Chiesa. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does he stick? Does he twist? Chiesa for Jota, says MK Toe. Jota or Sabo. Trap Joe.
Yep.
Yeah, but Jota or Sabo for who? Like, who's your, not just who's off, who's coming in? So
who would be your return, your player that you return to?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think we're going to see really halftime adjustments.
I don't think so either, man.
I think that they have probably an idea as to how many minutes they're going to get from a lot of these players. Personally, you know what, Trap Joe? I don't play Diaz this game. I just allow Diaz to get the day off, and just kind of if you play him, which is what I'm cool with is if some of your players, your starters at least, if they don't play, you get them like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It's for some reason, it's like the muscle memory, I guess, or something. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like one of those things where you still allow for them to get some minutes in, despite the fact that you don't expect them to do really that much in 10, 15 minutes, but it's the fact that they get to go out there and run. Some have the philosophy of saying, okay, don't put your starters in positions where they could possibly obviously get injured on some dumb play or some play a game where you're already well ahead and there's no reason to be involved in the game. We all remember that for Diego when he was like, I think he was on a hat trick or, in the Champions League game where least a brace or something like that, and Klopp kept him on.
Yeah, I think it's 60. I think to remember
Mhm.
you could like by the end you could set your watch by Klopp substitutions.
Mhm.
I think Slot is similar enough in that kind of respect. I think had we been 1-1, maybe, maybe. But I think right now, no, I don't think he will. But I think he'll definitely be looking at Jota going, you were getting 15, but then if it goes 2-2, what
Mhm.
happens? So it'll be all about game states, as they say. We go out, right, we get an easy chance and we stick it away. Next thing you know, we're 3-1 up. Then you can make all the subs you want. But if we switch off like we did there early doors and they come at us and next thing you know it's 2-2, well, I don't think you're making the same substitutions. You're not bringing on a random type player. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't have thought it, but still I'm expecting something around the hour mark. He's been making these triple subs on the hour.
Mhm. Mhm.
Tends to like to
Who
do
would
it that
be
way.
if you were to see if you were put in if you can put in who you would think should come off, and then put in who you have replacing them. So you could say like Diego for Nunez, or you could say
We've had
Cody
a
for
couple.
Chiesa, or Salah for Chiesa, or something like that. Or
Yeah, we've
um,
had a
I
couple of
would
guests,
expect
but
what I
not
would
much.
you might, and again you might see Diaz come in.
Oh God,
Diaz,
yeah, I forgot about Diaz. Actually, I actually no, that's a great shout. I forgot about Diaz.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good shout. Diaz could come on. Yeah,
I think you could
yeah,
see
yeah,
him come on.
yeah. He could
I
easily
don't think
come
he'll
on.
be in a I wouldn't want to see him come on in that first trio or duo substitution that'll probably be made around the 65th minute or 70th minute. But um I I I would prefer him to
Yeah,
like get 15 minutes, or something
yeah.
like
I
that.
think if we're bringing on a Diaz, it's because we need to win a game, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like if we're bringing on a Diaz, it's because Dave scored. It's not.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully we
Bernie.
don't see him. If you get what I mean. Hopefully we
By the
don't
way,
need
that's a
to
good
bring him
shout,
on.
Bernie. Like, if their goalkeeper goes down, I'll be
Tell you, man.
disappointed that he should not be
Uh-huh.
coming out of the. He shouldn't be coming out of the halftime with the goalkeeper kit still on. If you're hurt or you're injured, like yeah, don't just go down and just go and get your stuff situated.
Well, Cody, Mark is saying Cody has to score a worldie sooner or later. I mean that save from Mangan earlier on. I mean, 2 feet higher again, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but he's got that in his locker.
Mm-hmm.
When he, I mean, it's not that difficult. It's to to describe it. Very hard to do it, but cut in from the left onto your
Yep.
right and bend it in. That's all he wants to do because when you do it right, you can't stop it.
AC
And
Milan's
so you
about to
see
kick
him.
off. By the way, go ahead.
Yeah, you see him do it all the
They
time.
just did.
Uh, And when he does one right, it will be one of those cutting in and bending around. That's what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he's already not scored worldies, but he's already scored some great goals.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the whole Robin thing, you know what he's trying to do, but if he does it right, you can't stop it.
Oh wow, Mark, that just happened. Mbappe just scored his first goal for Madrid in the Champions League. Good for him. Good for him. Liverpool with the throw in here. Trent looking over the pitch, trying to find someone to throw it into. I'm at 45, 57, 58, 59, 46 minutes. 46:01, 46:02. Just so you guys know where I'm at in the game, so you can judge. Hopefully I'm behind, your I know I'm a little in front of Brian's broadcast, but hopefully I'm ahead of you guys, or behind you guys, so I don't give away any spoilers. Big up, MK Toe. See you at full time for sure. So, Simicast over to McAllister. Macca back to Virgil. Virgil finds Trent. Trent back to Ibu. And now Ibu with a diagonal to Cody. Okay, Ibu. Trying to be Virgil-esque. Cody breaking it into. Oh, a little bit of a little bit of a harsh pass from Dom. But Diego. Okay. We just spoke on the fact of the goalkeeper probably should have been subbed off at halftime. Apparently, right now, it looks like he is injured. And I don't think that was from Diego. I think that's from his own man. It was. It was from his own guy. From his own player that just went into him. Big up to Mark, by the way. Big up, Mark. Good to see you, by the way. I don't think I said hello to you earlier. Let's see. Diego. Maybe Diego got a piece of him. I don't know.
Ouchie. Yeah. Oh, not intentional or anything, but that's just. Oh, he did. That's gonna hurt. I didn't mean go in on him like that, but I meant test the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking earlier about give him a little bit of a nut.
They're showing this guy. There's some like 15-year-old kid on the sideline. I told you.
I know.
There's gonna be some 16-year-old called Johnny Ratzignoli or something, whatever it is. Let's get this boy under some pressure.
Toriani, I believe his name is, right?
Is that okay?
Toriani. Lorenzo Toriani.
Yeah, their backup keeper is out injured, and they've only teenage keepers to come on. That's why they've taken the risk. Yep. Okay.
6'6". He's a 6'6", 19-year-old. 6'6", 19-year-old. I think that he is possibly an academy player for them, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely, probably, yeah.
An academy project or a graduate, but there's going to certainly be some extra time added on for this game.
Yeah,
as the goalkeeper once again has taken a seat, and I believe this time he won't be rejoining play.
Yeah, that's it. Fonseca is up. Fonseca said that's it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it is. I can see this. Looks like he might have taken a cleat to the knee.
He did. No, it wasn't intentional at all, but he absolutely, like, it's Jota's full weight is coming in on him. But
I think it was his defender also was there too. His defender was right in the middle of that as well.
Oh, the defender, but Jota absolutely creamed him. Like, that's just, I mean, there's no malice in it, but it's just what happens when a man two people go for a ball, you know. He got hit hard. So, like I said, I was saying, like, go in on him and test him.
Right.
Number 96, Tariani. Yeah, that's pretty close with the name as well.
Yep.
But Jesus,
I know this Milan keeper is definitely trying to do some. He's definitely trying to milk.
Well, he's not helping his team. I don't think he might not be helping his team, man. You know, like, the idea that extra time helps somebody. I mean, they could be playing off their draw, and the next time it's 10 minutes, and we need a goal. That's the 10 minutes we want, not them. This isn't good for them at all. But like you can see, someone was saying, he's not happy. I mean, he's really upset. You know, he wanted to be. Dakota was saying, what's he doing on the pitch? He wants to be there and fight for his club. So he's putting himself on the line, you know, so you can see what it means to him. That's a huge club, you know. And for this kid to come on, also, this Toriani kid, you can see what it
Yeah,
means to Mangan. You can imagine what it means to this kid. So there's going to be a lot of emotion here at the moment. So let's put that kid under some pressure
yeah.
and see how, but yeah,
Well,
that's sad
I
to
was
see.
just saying though, the fact that he was so bothered in the first half with his with some type
Yeah.
of leg issue. I was just saying that maybe is he really going to, if you're 60%, 70% or something like that, then maybe you're better off not being on the pitch.
Oh, I think they were saying to him like, we need you to play if you can play. And he's like, I'll try and
Yeah.
play. Because the next kid off the rank is Tariani. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. But you got, I'm not putting any shit.
I
Look,
thought
the
it was a
guy
bit
was.
overly dramatic, by the way, MK Toe. I did personally.
Well, look, I mean, if a
But
Liverpool
it's
player
Italy.
did that,
It's Italy, and if
everybody
you
be
don't
like,
show that, if it's Italy, it's Italy. If you don't
no, but
show that,
if a Liverpool player
people
showed that they were
will
that
have a
upset by
take
going
on
off,
them.
then
Say
everybody
again?
be like, if a Liverpool player showed that they were that upset to be taken off, everybody reacting different. So look, no, he's gone. Like, who cares? I mean, if you think it's over dramatic, fine, but
Yeah.
he's off the
I mean,
pitch.
obviously,
So
that person that said he's over dramatic cares, Brian. So to each
no,
their
that's what
own.
I'm saying. No, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Exactly, teach their own.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, the guy, maybe he felt it. Maybe he felt it.
Maka just got a
He's
yellow card, by the way, for that challenge. I'll give you a time update. Oh, that is a bad challenge. That is a very bad challenge.
I don't.
That was
I don't.
a yellow card worthy challenge. Yeah. I'll give you guys a time update. I'm at 53, 12, 13. So I'm at the 54th minute technically.
There was no
But
ball there,
53,
Mac.
18, 53, 19, 20, 21, 22, just so you guys get a little idea. I'll tell you when I'm at the 54th minute on the dot. Yellow cards for our midfielders will make a difference at the latter games. We don't have the depth for that, Religion Jared's saying. Okay. I think you will see. Hopefully by that time, Curtis Jones. Hopefully we'll have Elliott back, but also Curtis Jones and Elliott. I think hopefully will have figured out their what and where they need to be for this club when it comes to their contributions, their participation. Liverpool with control of the ball again.
What Elliot can do.
Yeah, Elliott. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what much more he can do. He's shown what he can do. He's not going to get in the team because there's someone ahead of him. That's the only reason why he won't get in the team. He's injured.
Cody or Harvey?
We're talking about Elliot, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about what he needs.
I mentioned Cody and Harvey.
And Jones. Oh, I thought you said Jones and Elliot. I thought you meant Jones.
I said Cody. Did I say Cody? I was talking Cujo and Harvey.
Yeah, Jones and Elliot. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah, not Cody. But yeah, I think
not Cody.
Elliot.
No.
Elliot knows.
Yeah.
Here we go. Elliot knows exactly what he needs to do. He's been doing it for years. The only reason he won't get in our team is because there's someone ahead of him. That's really it. I don't know.
You'll see Trey Neone, Marks. That's a good shout. Simicast. Oh my gosh, that's why Simicast is not a forward. Anyone else puts that on? No, Robbo doesn't, but it's all good. Trey Neone is a shout too, Mark, by the way. Trey Neone, you will see Trey Neone in one way or another, I think, at some point.
He's not going to hit it with his right.
He did hit it with his right.
Same, I don't know he's going to hit it with his right. What are you thinking?
Yeah, he had enough time to put that on his left if he wanted to. He had exactly. All kinds of space.
What's he doing there? He was just like, yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there.
Yeah, playing rugby. Yeah, he did just go for the points.
He's just playing in defense. He's like, get it out of bounds, get rid of it. I don't take a touch, man. You had defenders don't really. To a defender, the amount of time and space he had isn't all the time in the world. But to a striker, it's enough time to take 3 or 4 touches. But for him, he's just like, panic, hit it. He'll say it sat up nicely.
Virgil. both Virgil and the attacker go to the floor, but Virgil tells him to get on up. Joe Gomez is still with the team, Mark. He is still with the team, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
He is still. So again, the first sub on the pitch so far has been for their goalkeeper. The 19-year-old just got his first save of the game, I think, right there. Yeah. Oh man, you're right about about Morata. He's
a pro.
Yeah,
he's a pro number 9.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
He's a pro. He's something.
He's a pro.
He's something for sure. He
knows how to
trying
play the game. He knows the touches.
Yeah.
He knows how to win fouls. He knows how to get free kicks. He knows how to do all that. Putting the ball in the back of that, not so much.
Yeah.
He's underrated as that. He's a good striker, but he can be completely fucking anonymous. But yeah, all that kind of tactical stuff, not tactical fouling, but tactical being fouled, I suppose. Winning stuff, trying to gain yards, stop the clock. Yeah, he's an absolute pro.
Yep.
But
I'd
hate to see him in my team. He really would let you down. So
attacking here. Trent just went back for it. Ended up being a cross. McAllister cleared it. Now AC Milan are back at the attack again. We're looking for a way in, but Liverpool definitely have numbers back. Trent is not having any of it against Leao. He has definitely done well. Oof. You're right about, like I said, he's a professional. He is a professional. He is a professional.
There you go. Looking for another one to keep the ball.
Looking for another one. Looking for a cheap way to get back into this game. That's a dive, by the way. That is an absolute dive.
Watch how quickly he grabbed the ball when he fell to the ground.
Oh, no, he fell down.
Watch how quickly he grabs the ball.
Flailing with his arms.
Right? Instantly grabs the ball underneath him. So make sure it doesn't go the other way because he's handled it already.
Yep.
Runs into Van Dijk. And before, look, he's already grabbing the ball.
Cody. That was Cody, actually. Yeah. Yep. Absolute horrible play. Horrible attempt, I should say. He's asking for the handball. He's asking for
whatever you got. I'll take what you got.
And take whatever I can get. Yeah. And
but it's a handball for him, you see.
Paulo Fonseca has just gotten a yellow card.
He's on a yellow.
Yep. It's kind of interesting too. It looks like the AC Milan's coach has, you know how like it on the kits you'll have like, you know, inaugural Champions League game.
Don't say that, Mark.
You'll have like the teams in the likes or whatever, and it looks like he has on his jacket actually. On the back of his jacket is
got some weird stuff going on there, yeah. Kind of shiny bits. But Mark, don't be saying that, Mark. This isn't a Klopp side. Yeah, Morata has scored against a Klopp side every time he's played at FC yet.
Now the referee is definitely taking a piss. That was BS right there. Cody just got fouled, what I think was definitely a foul. And the referee allowed to play on because he's allowing for it to be play on for Liverpool as well. But the difference is AC Milan has their swimming trunks on. They're definitely taking a couple of dives here. Cody was not taking a dive on that attempt right there.
Didn't see the first one.
But all the same, AC Milan with the ball safe in the safe zone. trying to press. I'd like to see us get an open play goal here for us. Be nice. Simicast on his bike and gets a throw in out of it. Gets a throw in. This team determined. Fofana over to Tamori. Tamori over to Pavlovic. Salah says, I'm not having any more of that.
Yeah, we showed it. Yeah, neither were fouled. Neither were fouled. Just showed it again. Neither were fouled. It wasn't a foul for us and wasn't a foul for them. So well done, Ryan. He played on.
It could have been close. I thought the code.
No, he played on. Yeah, no,
I'm not against. I'm not completely against.
No, I'm just saying he played on, played well. It's he gave us and he gave them.
Yeah, that's what I think it was more of. Oh,
no, I don't, because he didn't give it to us because he gave it to them.
But Tom cannot find the pass to
neither
Salah.
were fouls, basically. Sometimes it's not a foul. Oh, come on, man! What are you fucking? See these guys,
Theo. That's what I mean. Like that was a that could have been.
I'm not talking about them. I know.
But then
I'm not talking about them. It's just our guys.
Oh, I was talking about the fact that Theo got possibly a foul, but as soon as he thinks he got a foul, he went straight to the dive and then straight to trying to grab the ball. To make sure that one way or another play stops.
God, I love you were being football. I mean, you got to deal with that stuff. People are going to mess with your mind. That's what they know. You got to be able to keep calm and cool and just ignore all that stuff. And just play it around it and play it around because the whinge and moan and whinge and moan.
Playing a little bit of a give and go, Cody. Oh, Dom. Simicast. Wide. I don't know if that was a pass or if that was him going for the goal. Might have been a pass actually from Simicast, but Dom in on goal. He wasn't going to score from that angle. Finds it.
No, the pass is unbelievable, but the way he was going away from it. Pass from Mac. Pass from McAllister.
I thought that was a good idea from Simicast. It just so happens that he
went with his left that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the ball from Mac, that's
back to the plan here. Yeah.
That kind of one that beats two people. That was a great ball.
Yeah, it was a good ball. It wasn't. I thought it was a good ball.
Yeah, I want to see more those kind of passes open teams up. They're not predictable, but Dom was just coming.
I think they caught the cross. The cross caught both Diego and Salah flat-footed in that they were planted rather than already going forward with so that they.
I just mean the pass from Dom or from Mac into Dom when Dom was running across it. When he measured, he was too far to the left.
It's just you're talking about that pass. I'm talking about Simicast's pass. Okay, I'm talking about Simicast's pass. Okay, yeah.
No, the Mac ball, that reverse ball that just basically opened the whole thing up.
Yeah,
that was the one. That was the one.
Yeah,
but he was just too far across. Then when he met it, he was running too far the opposite way to be able to turn back and do something with it. So, but that ability to play that kind of ball is what we need. That's what will break open a low block is that kind of a pass, and you can only pull it off once or twice. To just bamboozle everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But Mac has that in his locker, man. That's the thing. Mac can play DM. He can play 8. He can play 10. That's it. He's probably the most rounded player in our team at the moment, I think.
Mm-hmm. We need something here. We need to brace AC Milan pressing. Gravenberch with the ball. This interception. Over
65.
to Mac.
No changes. No changes. 65.
Gravenberch with another interception. Over to, all right, on the break, Cody. Find Dom or Salah. Jota break into Dom with the tap in. Oh, wow. I wouldn't call it a tap in. That was a good play. Get in there.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Dom.
Now, there you go. It's about
There
time.
there you
About
go,
time.
Dom. For all those guys out there, I know he's Dom is telling
That's
them
okay.
telling Trent how he had to score that goal. So they came in on me tight. So I just controlled it with like he said he controlled it with his like I think he
Yeah.
controlled it with his thigh. It looked like no, he got his foot on it. He got his foot on it.
There's Gakpo. See, he just beats that guy all in. So
Yeah, Cody's been actually really, really good today. Really good.
Calabria can't go near him because he's on a yellow.
Yeah.
He just beats him. You got that
All
Pavalovic,
right.
is it?
We're gonna see our first substitutions.
Here we go.
We're
Immediately
gonna bring in our
3-1.
South American connection here.
Immediately 3-1. That's what I
And
told you.
3-1, definitely. Let's give him
2-1 he wasn't doing.
Let's give some applause for Diego. Did some work today. He's still trying to find himself, but Cody absolutely was dialed in today. I thought Cody did a really good job today.
I was saying like 65 no subs because it's 2-1. He's not making subs at 2-1. He wants to win that game. And immediately 2-goal lead substitutions.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like I say, he's a two-goal guy. You don't lose that now. You lock it up. But yeah, again, not sure about the need for a Diaz. Gakpo probably could have stayed on there, maybe. I would have thought. I don't think there's an interesting shout to bring on Diaz. I don't think he needs minutes. Okay, yeah, that's a strange one for me. That's a strange sub, to be honest.
Oops, sorry. First sub of the game for us. Brings in a double. Ends up being Nunez and Lucho, our South American connection again.
Because what did like I said earlier on, we're only bringing in Diaz if we need to win this game, but we've gone 2 up and we're bringing him on. I mean, it shows you like how wrong you can be. I didn't see like I really am scratching my head. Like I really am wondering why isn't it Diaz?
It's going to take a couple of passes or cycle runs to figure out how this coach really goes about.
Yeah, but like, why Diaz? He doesn't need minutes. Like, of all the players out there that might need minutes, Diaz wasn't one of them. I mean, I just think that's a really odd one.
Yeah. Agreed. I guess
I mean, Gakpo needs.
You are taking out Cody, and you are taking out. So you're taking out Cody.
Why take out Cody? That's my thing. No, but I'm just saying, why take out Cody? That's
no, I get it. Cody.
I think
Cody would have scored eventually. To tell you the truth,
and he's the one who hasn't played. I get Jota for Nunez totally.
Cody's been our best forward so far in this game. To tell you the truth,
I would have left him on and give him a chance to maybe like you said, maybe get one. He couldn't have looked tired. Maybe he did look. Maybe he's saying, "Look, you haven't played. You look tired." Maybe that's it. I don't know. But why Diaz? Yeah,
Nunez showing the pace.
Absolutely. Still no Chiesa.
No, still no Chiesa. Nunez showing some pace there.
I would have thought maybe
the ball from the Salah pass
over to Simicast. Maybe Nunez or Jota and Diaz for Chiesa. Maybe that's what I would have thought.
Maybe. Maka turns. Lucho back to Maka, back to Simi. Simicast looked for Mo, couldn't find him. They're going to call a foul on that one. Diaz and Nunez come in for Cody and Diego. But if you're going to find someone on the bench to bring in, these are the substitution options that they had. You're not going, Yardos is a goalkeeper. Kelleher's a keeper. Robbo's not coming in. Joe Gomez isn't coming in. Kwanzaa's not coming in. Connor Bradley's not coming in. Endo's not coming in. So now we're down to either Chiesa, Tyler Morton, or Curtis Jones.
Oh, even DM, no, Tyler Morton. It's just weird. I just thought, why bring off Gakpo?
Mm-hmm. And if for those two particular players, you're not bringing in Tyler Morton, obviously.
Obviously, so
bring in.
Yeah,
Curtis Jones has played left wing for us on a.
Of course. Yeah, maybe it's just because Gakpo hasn't. Like I'm saying, he hasn't played, so he needs minutes. But maybe it's because that he hasn't played.
Oof.
70 is probably enough for him. Maybe
a little bit of a sloppy play there, but Ali is able to recover, or we're able to recover at least. Ali came out for the ball, came out for it.
He got bored.
Luckily, Leal's cross was to no one in that was there was no one in that space, so we ended up avoiding something.
Not the best ball Ali's ever played in his life, right there.
Yeah.
That could have gone badly wrong.
That could have gone very badly. Yeah.
No, that was the stuff that it was looking like. If you remember the first game he played, where he made a massive mistake, which led to a game, or one of the first games.
Good ball.
Because people are like, this guy only trying to play football. He's going to create problems, and he actually did. And it was like, oh shit. And then I think that's like the last time he made a mistake. I think since then he's made like 3 in his entire career, like that are like Ricks. That's it. And there was a lot of people. They were like, haha, see, ball playing keeper is going to be in trouble.
Well done, Gravenberch. Bun all you that said Gravenberch has no defense in him. Great recovery right there. Great recovery.
So negative.
Leal tried to burn Ibu, and then Ibu and VVD quick to give Gravenberch a shout for that defensive measure right there. Very, very good. AC Milan with a corner doesn't result into much of anything. Their shot goes way, way wide. 8 free kicks for Liverpool, 8 free kicks for AC Milan so far. They're definitely pressed forward, as in there's a lot more AC Milan players that are now pressing forward into trying to, get something of a goal, a return of a goal here. Abraham, is that who that is? Yeah, it is. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, you went there.
I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah.
He was at Roma, and they couldn't.
Was he? Yeah, he was at Roma. Okay. Yeah.
You don't have to apologize, Dakota. I apologize.
Why is he apologizing?
No, everyone's allowed an opinion, man. The only problem, there's nothing wrong with having an opinion and changing your opinion. Apparently, that's not allowed on YouTube. That's the problem. There's growth. It's called growth and maturity. No. You can be wrong, or you can have an opinion about something and change your mind. That's fine. You can, some people have handled that with good grace, and it's good to see.
I'm trying to keep my honorary Colombian citizenship. So.
No, I'm just saying. Look,
once again, Virgil getting ahead to the corner. We have absolutely control. Whatever. I don't know if we brought in a corner kick coach, maybe, or maybe we made a little emphasis on getting our corners down more so than not. But we have definitely been a little bit more on it today when it comes to our set pieces. Definitely. And shout out to Dakota. But it's all good. I appreciate
yeah, look, you don't have to. Like I said, there's nothing like this is a whole new world.
You don't have to.
No, I'm not saying
like everyone can do what you like. That's what
I'm not talking. I'm just talking to Dakota. I'm just saying, I don't like. This is a whole new world to me where you have an opinion, you stick your flag in the ground, and you're not allowed to go, I used to think this 2 years ago, things have changed, and now I've changed my mind. Now it has to be, you were right and I was wrong all the way. That's what I don't get. I don't live in that world. That's what I'm saying.
I know. You know what though? I know what though. A lot of times, that's the thing though, is that a lot of times people will, especially on the internet, everyone wants to have that I made that shout kind of.
But that's the wrong side. Exactly, that's the wrong side. But like I was just trying to say,
then when you do make when you stick your neck out people are quick to call you out for, oh, you made this prediction. I'm like, yeah, it was a prediction, you know. Like sometimes you get them right, sometimes you get them wrong.
Like
Liverpool on the attack. Nunez. I think we're gonna get a corner out of this. We should get a corner out of this. Yes, we are. Nunez was trying to get it. And it just deflected off of the defender. Was hoping that we could get something out of it. Nunez had a little bit of a break there. Trying to test this young keepers. That's what I'd like to see. 19-year-old in here. He looks like he is all of 19, if that, you know.
But I'm just saying, like the only thing that helps with that is that, like, that's the other problem, is that when people are scared to make opinions now and say, I don't know, but let's see how things go, and in 2 years or in a year or whatever, I can change my mind. Now you're not allowed to do that. So people are actually scared to talk now and say things.
Yeah,
and
but sometimes what they say,
people will stick. No, look, I know there's crazy people. I'm not talking about the crazy people. I'm just talking about the good people and the normal people who just used to be able to talk about stuff, and now they can't because it's like, oh, hang on, some guy will come big. But you said that 2 months ago.
It's not going out. That's a good ball. It's a big
hey, look,
ball.
you don't want to talk about that, obviously, so it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool.
No, I'm getting.
Cool. I'll stop talking about.
I'm just going to play by play too. Just keeping people. I'm at this. We're at the.
I'm sure they're all watching.
78th minute. 70. I'll tell you when I hit 78 on the dot. 7:51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 78 on the dot right now. I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand but it just so happens that sometimes the loudest voices in the room tend to be those that make these wild takes, and they're quick to take some really, really ugly, sometimes ugly takes on some of these players. And Trent is coming off, not happy with something. He's talking to the referee about something. Now this AC Milan player, who was that that's pushing him there? Do you know who that is? Who is that? Oh, that is, who is that?
Whoever was asking earlier on where Gomez is, there he is.
Oh, that was Fofana, actually. That was trying to push Trent off the pitch. Fofana, you can go take one. Go take it. He's like, I don't know why. He's like, he's not exactly time wasting. He's just, but
happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Yeah, and that's one of those. We're down 2 goals, and
happens all the time.
Yeah, they're just like
people trying to look like they want to care for the crowd. I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah. Right now, 3-1 is the score. Simicast had a really. It wasn't Simicast. Excuse me. Was it Simicast to give him? I gotta actually think. Maybe it wasn't Simicast. Let me make sure. It was Cody that gave him the assist to Dom. Ibu just got a yellow card here. 70. We're coming up on the 80th minute, and 80 is what we're at right now. At least on my broadcast. Trent off, Gomez on. Yes, Mark. Kind of cool to see. I'm happy actually to see that, as opposed to seeing just seeing Connor continuously be the chosen to get the minutes. Give Gomez some minutes if possible as well.
Token minutes. If ever you've seen token minutes, it's almost right there. As much as you can give someone in a squad or a game, this kind of level, it's like, yeah, you're not forgotten about. But was this his first appearance? Probably his first appearance, right?
Oh, big up Mtar Mizzi in the house. Oh, I just saw that. Mtar Mizzi, big up.
Oh, he just came in earlier on, yeah.
I didn't see him coming earlier. Big up, my Asian brethren. I love it. Definitely. That was no, he got a piece of him. He did get a piece of him. Iba got a little piece of him. But Tammy was going to work. Tammy was definitely going to put the dramatics on to try to get something.
Oh, it's a yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yellow's yellow. Don't forget, losers blame refs. Well, that's what happens.
Yep. 2 yellow cards so far have been issued out for Liverpool. 1 for AC Milan.
It hasn't been a dirty game at all.
Hasn't been a dirty
Hasn't been
game.
dirty at all.
There could have
Calabria
been
got
maybe
done
a
early.
yellow or 2 for what I thought were some dramatical dives, but all the
They
same,
don't do that anymore. They used to do that, and they stopped doing it because it's one of those stupid things. They say, "Oh, we're going to do this now. If you dive, you're going to get a yellow." And then in the first 2 weeks, 18 people dive, and they're like, "I
Gravenberg's
can't be giving
great
people
D.
dives for yellows."
Yeah.
So just stop doing it. Typical ref stuff. We're going to come up with this new thing, but the players mess it up, and no one ever talks about that.
Yeah.
Players mess it up. You say to players, "Oh, you're going to get a yellow card for diving." All the fans are going to be like, "Yeah, that's brilliant." But then the next weekend, players all over the Premier League dive for your
Yep.
team, my team, everybody else's team. So
Yep.
you want to give them all yellow cards? No. So yeah, they just throw it out the window. Like that thing with the time wasting 2 years ago. Oh, if you're going to do this, they gave the first goalkeeper a yellow card in the first game, I think it was. I was like, no, that's the new rule, and you're getting a yellow for it. And then they just abandoned it because all the other
It's kind of like with
goalkeepers were
time
doing it
wasting
anyway.
too, though. They said we're going to give a lot
Yeah,
more yellows for time wasting, and then
all the players did because all the fucking players, like I said, all the players do it.
Nunez. It's all good, brother. Get your head up. Yeah, pick your head up. I like the fact that you're even wanting to do that. Great curl. That was tough to get back to kind of get a swivel on that volley because the pass was behind him, but he made his shot. Morata has just come off. They're making their this is going to probably be their last hurrah when it comes to trying to get something for AC Milan because they had 2 subs in earlier, and I think they just put in 3 subs right there. Let's see. Who they just subbed off? Ooh, now that should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card. Did Leal get a yellow for that or no? Or he just get a plain foul? That's not right. Leal should have got a yellow card for that. He did some kung fu kick. Ended up hitting Ibu on his thigh. Not even close to the ball. AC Milan trying to press a little bit here. Good block by Ibu. Oh, shot rifles wide of the net. I think if it was on target, Ali would have still gotten to it, but it goes wide of the net. Let me see how close it really was. Oh, okay, it wasn't. I don't know who that deflected off of. And that was Ibu, and then it deflected off of Virgil. Double deflection there. Ali with the ball at his feet now off of the and it's going to be a throw in for Simicast. Simi back to Virgil. Virgil collects over to Ali. Ali out to Simi. Simi's going to press and try to push forward over to Lucho. Lucho to Grav. Grava to Dom. Oh.
Yeah, a bit of a mad one, Jimmy. Bit of a mad one. But,
what was that?
No, he kind of jumped in front of him and wrapped his leg around. He's just like, yeah.
Well, I think that if Konate got the yellow for his challenge, I think, I called it offsides. I think they just called it offsides.
Oh, no, we're not going to go into what, but I mean, yeah, I think everybody agrees it was a yellow. So,
I don't have a problem with Ibu getting the yellow, but I'm saying
no. Everybody agrees it was yellow for Leo. There's no argument.
Yeah.
There's no need to break it down. You say, yeah, that was a yellow, but whatever. Ask the what's his name? Hungarian referee? Oh, that was earlier. Bulgarian guy.
Is he Bulgarian? Let me see who he is.
I can't remember. No, that was in the earlier game. There was
yeah, this referee is from Norway. Yeah.
whatever.
Espen Eskas. Espen Eskas is from Norway. Oh, wow. Lucho. Wow.
It's a triple.
Lucho just got
row.
Yeah.
It's a triple row.
He just got a knee to the derriere. Not fun. It's a tailbone, basically. Yeah.
They hurt when they happen, yeah.
That definitely hurts. You hit someone on the tailbone, that could definitely hurt.
There's Gakpo. In he goes, crossing it. Lovely finish.
Yeah.
Bit more of that, Tom, please. Right place, right time. Nice finish.
Yep. AC Milan pressing. Pulisic out. Virgil with the header. Joe pushes it over the line for a corner. He could have controlled that, but it's all good. They turn quick, short corner. I don't say short corner, but quick corner. Trying to catch us off, and over the line goes.
He wasn't trying to head that out for a corner. He was trying to head it away. You can see that from his.
Mm-hmm.
He just got the header wrong.
Yeah, I think it's a little chaotic for AC Milan right now. They're just throwing everything at the wall, hoping that they can get something. 88th, we're well over past the 88th minute. That should be a card right there, please. No way is that not a card. How's that not a card, man? How is that not a card?
You're ahead of me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, watch Royale's challenge on Nunez. That's dangerous. Dangerous, very dangerous play.
That's the guy that was at Tottenham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did he go there?
Yeah.
He's a.
That's not a good challenge. Especially when you don't even make contact with the ball. It's dangerous. Coming up in the 90th minute, there's going to be a bunch of extra time thrown into this game because of obviously.
There'll be loads of them. Fucking Mangan is. Look at the stadium is practically empty now.
Empty. Yep. They're going for some gelato early. Oh, Dom with the quick feet. Nice move.
Hard to get home, you know.
Nunez. Over to Mo. Oh, my goodness. Nunez gets decked to the ground there.
Nutmeg by Dom. Before he played that pass, he nutmegged the attack.
Yeah. That's what I was saying with the quick feet or good feet there. Yeah. Simicast thinks he should be scoring today. He is taking some cracks at it.
Yeah, only 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
6 minutes of extra time. I thought there might have been a little bit more than that, actually, to be honest with you.
I don't mind. I'd rather blow it up now, man. Give it to us.
Looks like we're gonna bring in Endo and we're gonna bring in Chiesa. Chiesa's going to see his first Liverpool minutes coming up here. At 90, 55, 57, 58.
I suppose it's something.
9,
it's something.
I was hoping
he'd be a bit
first
earlier.
bit of extra time.
Something.
Yes, Chiesa. Let's go. Let's go. Team Capri Suns has spoken.
I was hoping he'd get 20 minutes, but
no,
what did he get now? But
yeah, considering that I thought if he wasn't able to even be on the bench last game.
Yeah, well, I was hoping he might be, in a position, but this is this is just winding the clock down stuff. This is
Grava is so good to.
This has nothing to do with substitutions.
What?
Eating the clock up? No, I'm just saying it's eating the clock up. Like it's what 90. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Game's over. Game is over. It's not tactical.
Shout out to Dakota for sure. I love gelato, by the way. But get 2-for-1 pizza and the gelato special. I'm all for that.
Yeah, but then you got to eat in.
Alistair and Salah are going to be the ones getting substitute out. So it will be Chiesa going in for Salah, and it will be Endo going in for McAllister. Nice. Nippon Ichiban. Number one, Kingston. That's definitely my guy. Endo on the pitch. Don't call it a comeback.
It ain't a comeback. It's
cool J there for you guys.
No, we all know. I mean, he's yeah. I think you've okay, but if he's your guy, he's your guy. First minutes, right, this season?
No, Endo's been in the game before.
In a Premier League?
Mm-hmm.
Coming to the league?
Yeah.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah. I'll tell you which game it was, though. Let me see if I can find it for you. But they're going to call Endo already. And Abraham trying to get in Endo's face. Endo's like, yo, man, get out of here. Got no time for that. We ain't got no time for that. Tammy went down a little easy. Tammy putting a finger in his face. She just smacked that finger out of his get that finger out of my face, Tammy. Who do you think you are, Tammy? A name like Tammy, you trying to get all big and bad? Settle down. Set piece doesn't go their way. Joe is going to try to clear it. Doesn't do a great job. Ibu, Joe. Now Endo throwing his body into it. Now Endo clears it. That's what he's there for. Endo's there to mop up. Pushed into that, breaks into a attacking segment for us. Lucho trying to weave his way in there. Can't find it. Oh, Nunez with a great. Oh, Nunez almost scored that too. Good hustle, Nunez. Good hustle, Darwin. He wants a goal badly. Very, very.
You can bet your life he wants a fucking goal.
Yeah.
I ain't telling anybody anything they don't know. You can bet your life he wants to score. Meat and drink, man. He's a striker. Tell me he's happy sitting on the bench not scoring goals.
Yeah. Yeah, he played in the he was substituted. He played in the Forest game too, by the way.
Oh, Endo?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you, dude. Thanks for your contribution. A very English flavor to that AC Milan team. Abraham, Tomori, Loftus Cheek. You get these things every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
Got Pulisic from Chelsea.
Oh, excuse me. Got the sneezes. Yep.
Yeah, blow it up, man. That's it. That's done. No need for any more of that.
No need for any more of that
at all. Yeah, I think that's a strong way to start.
That's got the sneezes. Grava is Phillips' man of the match. Grava played really, really well today. I personally would have given it to I think Cody was very influential.
Go
in
away
the
in Europe,
early
man.
games.
You
I know
go
he
away
didn't
in
end up
Europe.
playing the full 90, but he was very influential for us.
You take that. You go away in Europe 1-0 down after, what was it? 2? Like 2
Mhm.
minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great start. I didn't like it. I didn't think we were very good.
Or my
We
fault.
didn't create much.
Endo got in on the Brentford game, by the way. He was in
Oh,
the Brentford.
yeah. I didn't think we were great tonight. I didn't think we really created many chances.
Yeah. Someone had a
But
3-1 shout, I think. Someone had a 3-1 shout. Happy birthday, Ernie.
I
For
think I
sure.
had a 3-1 shout and then I changed it to a 2-0. But that's irrelevant. But look, we didn't look amazing tonight, but we in a game like that, all you have to do really is get the job done.
Yeah.
You don't have
Agreed.
to look amazing. You don't have to
Agreed.
look. But first game in the Champions League away at a team like AC Milan, do you take 3 points? You do. You don't crib about how you do it. You take a last minute penalty. You do whatever it takes. And you go there and you get that, and then you come home and you're cool. You belong.
Agreed.
Then you have 6. You have 6 points, hopefully.
Mhm.
But if you were to analyze it as a game, we were very. We didn't really open them up that much. We didn't create many clear. Well, we created very little. Like we were hitting the bar. I know we hit the bar, but to me, it didn't look like we were opening them up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching it, but kind of a good, solid performance. But yeah, I'd like to see more. I would. I'd like to see more, but that'll come hopefully in time. But I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I was.
So wait, let me see. Crab had 2-2. MK Toe had 2-0. Dara had 1-0. Philip was close. He had 3-2. Bernie had 2-1. She was close too. Jimmy with the shout. Jimmy had the right score.
Oh, there you go. There you go,
Jimmy had 3-1. That's right. I knew someone that called 3-1. Shout out to Jimmy with the call. Tammy is not happy. Tammy is over kicking stuff and moving on. Yeah. It's nice to see that we got to play in this historic building before they end up changing over to a new era for AC Milan.
And Inter. It's a shared ground, so it'd be both.
Yeah, and Inter too. That's right.
Yeah.
Sure. It was nice the fact that we got to see Chiesa make his debut for Liverpool, albeit in garbage minutes, but I mean still in those kind of minutes you can sometimes find yourself throwing an opportunity to score. So good to see. Let me see if anyone else had 3-1. I think he was the one who had 3-1.
He is better than MK Toe said. Abraham is better than Murata when he's in form. Yeah, he is. He is. He's much more of a handful. But Murata is actually nowhere near as bad as people think he is, goals per game wise, per 90 wise, and all that. But he just looks like trash most of the time. That's the problem with him.
Holy crap! By the way, Bayern Munich, by the way, has just absolutely won out and had taken this absolutely embarrassed this team. I think they're playing. Is this a Russian team?
I think they're playing Zagreb.
I don't know if Russia is allowed to play in the.
No,
in
they're some of their teams are. I think they're playing Zagreb, Bayern Munich. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Zagreb?
I'll find out. Yeah, I'm about to find out. They were playing, Dynamo. Yeah, they're Croatian though. So I don't think that there are. I don't think that there are Russian teams in this one. Are there?
I think. No, I think Zenit, St. Petersburg, and all those teams are still in. I mean, they're still in competition.
No, there was a ban but they were banned from play.
International Russian team. The Russia thing is, but the actual club, no. But yeah, Crabroach 9-2, crazy. Okay, that's
9-2 was the end score of that one. They got goals from Gretzky, Sane, Harry Kane off a penalty. Got another penalty for Harry Kane. Elise scored. Kane scored. Scored at least a hat trick. They battled back to get their 2 goals, but it was Elise early, and it was Guerrero and Harry Kane. So Harry Kane had another penalty kick, actually. So Harry Kane scored on 3 penalties and had a goal in open play. So he had 4 goals today.
That sounds like a massacre. I mean, that's not nice.
Yeah.
That really isn't nice. I mean, as a fan, it's good to be in those competitions and going to those kind of places. But as a Zagreb fan there tonight, I mean,
no, yeah, you're already back at the hotel, just like ordering comfort food. You're ordering comfort food for that, Let me show you some style. Put some stats from our game in here for you.
United. Why are United playing Barnsley? I thought, but I've said that. Why are Man United playing Barnsley tonight? Is this like a League Cup or something? United just beat Barnsley 7-0. What? I'm sure I've missed something here tonight completely about Manchester United playing tonight, because this is the second time someone said they're playing Barnsley tonight, and they're saying 7-0. Why would Manchester United be playing a game tonight? What is happening here? Have I missed a joke? Is there a joke that I've missed? I'm assuming there's a joke that I've missed, basically. Oh, yeah, okay, so there's a Carabao Cup. And no, okay, thank you. Yeah, so they just... Right, okay, fair enough. We're playing Champions League and they're playing Carabao Cup. Levels, I suppose. That's very funny. League Cup, that's weird. On the same night as a Champions League. Is it a replay or something? No, they scrapped the replays, didn't they? That's weird, man. That's just weird. I've never known there'd be League Cup games on the same night as a Champions League. I mean, yeah, that's strange. What did anybody think in the chat of Rodri's?
Well, you know what though? Today? That's because League Cup was Brian. That's because League Cup was scheduled for this. We were supposed to play West Ham.
Yeah, we were supposed to play West Ham, wasn't it? Yeah.
So that's why they're playing today against.
But are they not playing? Like, do they not have Europa League? Maybe that hasn't started yet.
Yeah, Europa hasn't started yet. And also Europa.
Now I get it. Because I would have thought they were playing on Thursday.
Europa would be on Thursdays too.
Yeah, no, exactly. But that's what I mean. I would have thought they would have been playing on Thursday night. So they'd know they'd play a game on Tuesday in the Cup and then play Thursday night. So it was, so okay, Europa League hasn't started yet. Oh, okay. Now it all makes sense. Yeah. Now it all makes sense. Okay. But I was just wondering what
some of the other scorers, as you see some stats be go back and forth. It was Real Madrid 3-1 over Stuttgart, 2-0 for Sporting against Lille. Lille had a red card in that match. They were down to 10 men. Juventus won 3-1 earlier. Obviously, Villa won 3-0 against Young Boys. The game that we're just mentioning or speaking on, Bayern was 9-2 over Dynamo. And our game 3-1. 3-1 as we start this. A good bounce back from our unfortunate loss against Forest. Very good bounce back. It wasn't a game where I would say that we were,
we're never under pressure, I don't think.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what would be the right adjective to utilize for this game. Because it wasn't like we were incredible in this game, but we were good.
Comfortable, I think would be the right word for it. We didn't look like tearing them apart, but they never got near us at all. Like other than that one thing, they never really. How many saves did Ali have after the goal?
I can tell you, actually.
Very little to do. Our defense had very little to do other than go up.
You made one save.
Goals.
You made one save.
9 saves
for AC Milan, 1 save for Liverpool, 12 shots on target for Liverpool, 2 for AC Milan. We had 20 attempts, 6 for them. Off target was 8, 4 for them. 5 corners for us, 2 for them. 2 block shots for each of our teams. Dangerous attack, 52%. Well, we had ball position on 52% to 48, so it was ball possession was pretty much even. But we had 40 was in dangerous attacking positions or roles, and also 24% at least in attacking. A lot of the ball when AC Milan had the ball, it was tended to be in their safe zone. When we had the ball, it tended to be in
comfortable.
the attack.
Like I say, comfortable, very, very comfortable. They didn't capitalize on that goal. They could have had a lot of, momentum from that, shell shock us coming out of the traps, but they didn't.
Yeah.
It just kind of immediately dissolved into kind of game that I thought it would be, which would be us controlling the game without like going nuts or anything like that. Because after the Pulisic goal, it was basically just us with the ball. Again, not doing a huge amount with it until 2 set pieces and then a decent goal. But yeah, to me, it's still like a 5, it's maybe 6 out of 10 performance.
Yeah.
Wasn't overly impressed with it at all in a lot of ways, but we went there. And in terms of the mentality and getting a job done performance, it was a 10 out of 10. But in terms of play and all that, not overly exciting, really. But nothing. Even then, it's the stuff that worries me isn't the stuff that would really worry me. I mean, the stuff that worries me is the attacking stuff. We look super solid at the back. So I'm not worried about that at all. So I'm cool with that. I just think the bits that we need to improve, if we were leaky and giving up chance after chance after chance, and like our goalkeeper looked like an idiot, and we had 2 clowns at centre half, I mean, then I'd be worried. But we don't. We look rock solid.
Wow.
1 chance, okay, whatever. But I think we look really, really solid. And then we can fix the forward stuff.
Yeah,
we can get that better. But your defense needs to be rock solid, and then you can change things up front. But we were, so comfortable, but at the same time, you can see Jota looking cold, maybe worn out, leggy. I don't know what word you would use, but you can see where the improvements need to be made at the same time, which is helpful, I suppose.
Yeah. We will be seeing next Champions League action will be October 2nd when we host Bologna at home in Anfield. That'll be the next time that we see it. This is what, going off of Hyler's comment, he says this new Champions League setup really confuses him. 3 days of Champions League and then Prem in the weekend is going to stretch players to the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was interested what people thought on the Allison comments from yesterday in terms of what he was saying about the games. And then when Rodriguez did his press conference today and actually like upped it a lot. So like Allison came on and he was like doing his interview and he was answering a question in Italian. And then he was kind of answering in English. And he was kind of saying, oh, it's good, add more games. And then he could see that all the journalists were writing down what he said. And he was like, I'm being ironic, by the way. And they were all like, oh, ha, 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 yeah. Then he was like, no, I mean, I don't think this is a good idea to add more games. He was kind of saying, but the journalists, because it's all in 3 different languages, people didn't know. And he's like saying, oh, well, look, no one's laughed at what I'm saying. So obviously I was joking when I said add more games. That's good. And then Rodri comes out today and he actually says that he said, you ask any player, it's not Rodri's voice. They all say there's too many games. And someone kind of led him up with the question. And he said players could be close to striking, which they won't. But it was a sound that shows you how heavily they're feeling this. He's like, players are just like, this has got to the point where if they could, they just say, no, we're going to go on strike.
Yeah.
That's from the captain of Man City.
Yeah. Please do if you guys, I know we had a bunch of heads. I know the game just ended, so I saw the spike and then a little dip in number, like some checked in, some checked out, just to see where we're at with our conversations. If you can, give your man of the match, so we have it on record to who you guys thought was your man of the match for today. Even if you've been here the entire time, or if you're just stopping in to say hello, or just to say hello to other fellow Reds, or maybe rivals or neutrals that are saying what's up. Definitely give a shout on who you had as your man of the match. I see a lot of grabs.
50-50 at the moment.
A lot of grabs. A lot of grabs.
Grav Gakpo, Grav and Gakpo, Gravar Gakpo, Grav just said a Gakpo. Torn between Gakpo and Grav.
I'm only giving my shot only goes to Cody, only because even though he didn't play a full 90, I think that he was one of the bright spots in the beginning of the game throughout, or at least the first half. He was certainly one of the bright spots. You could give shout outs to our center back pairs too. I don't know why people aren't recognizing the fact that we finally got what we asked for, which was goals from our center backs. Both center backs scoring in a game. I can't remember the last time that's happened, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That would be a nice little stat to find.
I think there was very few people who stood out, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think there was like a lot of people that like they were 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
None of them were 8.
Yeah.
But so it's pick your man from your 7
Cody
out of 10.
could be an 8, possibly. Cody could have been an 8, maybe, or even Grava, I think. But that's the closest that you're getting. The closest you're getting to that, I think. Everyone's, like you said, we're like 7s, basically, when it came to.
Yeah, and everyone's like Cody. Yeah, no one's giving a shout for anyone really other than Cody and Gakpo. So I think we should share it between the two of them.
Uh-huh.
I think first, because someone said, can they share it? Because at the moment, it looks like.
Yeah, you can share it.
Yeah.
Why not? I was just watching the reaction by Robbo and Nunez on the sidelines.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, right, Armchair? That was pretty funny, to be honest. I mean, he was just like, he's telling you, this is where it hurts.
Yeah.
There was no, like, it was just, Jesus, like, okay, you got one right where you're showing us you got one.
Yep. Great interception by Grava. Then it was to Dom to Cody, great cross into where just basically just get any type of touch on the ball that was going in as an easy goal.
And he had that good save, that great shot that Mangan saved.
Yeah,
I thought that
Salah
was
was waiting there too, just in case. He probably would have got a head to it, if not a left foot to it, put it through the back of the goal. But it was Dom that got the goal. Good for him. I'm glad to see that he got so much of a reprieve.
Yeah. I'll give it to Gakpo. If I'm splitting it, I'll give it to Gakpo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, Jay, we're not suggesting it didn't. We're just saying it obviously did. It's what we're saying. It was more like, yeah, he wasn't pretending. That was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did Sabo mean to score? Of course he did. Of course he did, man.
Oh yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, that wasn't.
He was just talking, and when he was talking to Trent, he was saying where he got it. He's like, because I think originally it looked like it went off his thigh or something like that, off his leg, but he got a foot to it, or at least his shin. But he got a foot to it.
It's great finish. He was cushioning it almost like that's how you sometimes just cushion it back in. You don't need to hit it, just redirect it.
Yeah, just redirect it.
Sometimes when the way he had jumped, the situation makes its mind up for you, and that was the only finish he kind of could have done, and it came off.
Yeah,
lovely. Yeah, good for him to score because his manager came out and challenged him to score more and do more.
Yeah.
He comes out
and
he does it.
In the presser. He basically came out and said it.
Want. So, like you say, tell him go out there and do more with Gakpo. You need to go out there and do more. he goes out there and does more. So
Yeah.
again, like,
And ask
he
much for more
wasn't
than that.
running the
Yeah.
game. Yeah, go out and make your impact.
Let me
We
give
got to go from open play.
Let me give the chat their spotlight on who they got as their. I'll try to keep, or if Brian can keep a tally run on the names that are put in for man of the match. Philip has Grava as his man of the match ahead of Cody. Hylor says Gravenberch or Hackbo is his man of the match. Haven't read all the stats, but very likely. Let's see. Dakota says she thinks Grava was the man of the match, but Hackbo was a close second. Red Armchair supporter has Gravenberch being his man of the match. Realism Jarrett says torn between either Cody or Grava. Can they share it, as you mentioned earlier? Yeah, shout out to Maka. Maka did good. Definitely had a good game. Kind of wasn't really. You would have had to been watching him play as opposed to he didn't have any standouts like actions throughout the game. So that's what. Let's see who else gave a shout. 3 points, Bernie. Let's see. Let's Payne. Here's a question for us. Is playing on home ground in the Champions League of no value? Playing home or away against a team can be like night and day. Taking that out of the race is just confusing. Just playing a team once, Hyler's saying. I can understand it. I can understand what you're saying, but playing at home still matters. Like, as in, you'll want to get a home win, period. Like, you should feel as though you want to serve court and win your home games. With this format, you're going to get 2 teams out of pot A, 2 teams out of pot B, the likes, albeit. But you also meant like what teams you're going to get as your team A's, your team B's, and your team C's from those pots. So I thought we were fortunate to get the teams that we did get out of pot A for the games to be the harder teams, but you're at home. I was cool with, as opposed to having our away fixture against, our away fixtures be more like the lower end teams from the higher brackets. That's what I was looking for. And that's why I think we did end up getting something similar to that in our draw.
Yeah, I took a good draw. Keep getting the man of the match in, because
I see that.
It's 4-2 at the moment, and because I've ignored the 2 people that couldn't make up their mind.
Okay.
So if you want to remake up your mind, it would be like, I know.
You gotta get your votes in now.
Yeah, it was 4-0. It's 4-2 at the moment. It was 4-0 to Gravenberch, and then we got 2 for Gakpo. But there was 2 before that were I don't know. So if they both went Gakpo, that could make it 4-4. But at the moment, it's 4-2 to Gravenberch.
Mark says Hackbo gets very little respect from some fans who seem to want him and Szoboszlai sold and replaced. Top internationals who were the best for both international teams at the Euros, Mark is saying.
I've never, Mark. I hear what you're saying, man, and you can go and find these people if you want, but I've never heard anybody that. I've never heard anyone call for Szoboszlai to be sold.
I've heard people say for Cody.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Szoboszlai. I haven't heard any. I mean, heard some crazy shit. Yes, I'm not going to call people out.
Yeah.
I mean, people talking about how Salah is trash. Salah was always bad. All this kind of stuff. I've heard some crazy ones, and give it a while. But I've yet to hear anyone say we should sell Dom. But I'd imagine if I wanted to, I could find them. Probably halfway through last season, maybe, but. No one whose opinion I would take seriously, have I heard, suggest that just yet. But Gakpo, I think after about 6 or 7 games, maybe there was some people going, this guy's not that good. there was a kind of
Cody was our.
you know,
That's what it is about.
United got him.
I'll let you finish your thought. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, United got him. People say, "Aha, every like United wanted him, and we bought him." That was the thing at the time.
That's
They were
just
trying
the
to get
thing.
him,
Is
and we
that,
swooped in.
how many people? You know,
Yeah,
how many people were just
people
waiting.
dropped off of that. Yeah, but
Soon
people
as
loved
soon
that.
as
But as soon as he had a bad game, they were like, "Oh, fuck that guy." That's why United wanted him, kind of stuff. Like,
oh,
sorry,
I
they were
didn't hear
just
about
celebrating the
that's why
fact. Yeah,
United wanted them stuff, but yeah.
yeah. So it was that kind of stuff. Like, oh, ha, ha, ha. It's like I've never seen
By
the
the
guy
way,
play for us
Brian, there have been a
consistently.
couple of extra. I don't know what the tally was that you said, but
Yeah,
Jimmy
it
gave
was
Cody
4-2. No, they're
Jimmy
in.
gave
No, I have the four.
Cody.
No, I have them. I have them.
Oh,
I
you
have
have them?
Jimmy.
Okay, just making
Yeah,
sure because I
yeah,
did
yeah.
see them
Yeah,
come
it's
in.
4-2. No one's
Emails.
coming. I'm just waiting for the two people that said they couldn't make up their mind
Okay.
to say
Yeah,
which one
Cedric
they.
gave to Cody,
Yeah,
and Jimmy gave it to Cody by a whisker. MK Toe says grab for him
I
for
think you got to
his.
give it to Grav at this stage.
I think it's going to probably end up being.
Oh,
Grav.
good night, Bernie. Good night, Bernie.
Good night, Bernie. Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great result.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's the thing about it was I think that last year especially you're talking about the natures of fan bases or fan etiquette. A lot of cases now is you have scapegoat FC, I call it, which is like you almost have to find a scapegoat, especially if your team's not winning or they're not doing this or doing that. Even when you are winning, though, you'll find sometimes players are put into these scapegoat scenarios. But Cody was that for us last year for a lot of players, and at least that's what I perceived it as being.
If you
Some
can't, if you
people were
can't play,
very intimate about how Cody isn't Liverpool level, isn't the level for Liverpool, and wasn't this and wasn't that. And I'm just sitting there going like, do you guys not watch him? And have you guys not watched him in the league play? He scored a bag of goals for us in the league cup run. Whether it was also even for him, he was scoring and contributing at least early on, but he ended up getting an injury, and then from that injury, and this is something I saw for all of our players for the most part, they had decent runs, and then they got injured, and then they had to find form. But so often as fans, we automatically insist that you be at the same level that you were prior to the injury. And some people are just trying to find their form, trying to find their legs. They're trying to get some real footing underneath them so they can get back to that level. And sometimes Cody last year, at least for me, was pressing way too much. It seemed like it was getting in his head that, he was doing so well before the injury. And now it's like his opportunities were getting, his opportunities had decreased and he was starting to try to press. And he just wasn't, and he was taking in shots and things that he was taking were just not very Cody-esque, and that he was definitely not on as well as he was doing. But
see that's the symptoms, That symptoms. Sometimes people they go straight to criticizing the symptoms, and they don't realize what the problem is. Like it's like criticizing me for I know saying, "Oh, look at you, you're whatever," but it's like, "Oh yeah, but that's because of like they're not looking at why a guy isn't playing well. They're just
right,
criticizing him for not playing well. They're not looking at why he isn't playing well. Is he
right,
getting in the team every week? Is he getting regular minutes? Does he feel trusted? Does he play in the same position?
right.
With Cody, all of those
There's
are
a lot
no,
involved.
no, no,
Yeah.
and no. Cody didn't play every week. He didn't play in the same position.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't feel trusted. So how can you have to look at all of those things. Like if you were looking at Cody Gakpo, who played 90 minutes every single week in his preferred position in a really good team and never got taken off, and he was absolute dog shit for 20 games, then you could say, oh, he's been dog shit for 20 games. But it's like, oh, Cody hasn't been good. Yeah, but he's coming for 20 minutes here. Then he played in the 8. Then he played in the 9. Then he played off the left. You have to, like, he was getting judged on, like the same thing with Gravenberch. Gravenberch was judged, but it's like, okay, well, look at his minutes, look at where he's played. Look, I mean, if Gravenberch had started every single game of the season, 25 games, and had been one of the worst players in the league, then you can say he's one of the worst players in the league. But there's no body of work there. There's nothing at all. So it's just all these players that got bits and pieces are the ones that are coming in.
That's especially why I'm looking at Hyler just came. He says he finally went through all the numbers here, and Gravenberch looks like man of the match. Hackbo and especially Konate, very impressive in the numbers section. He's referencing FootMob. That's interesting because I use SofaScore. I don't use FootMob for at least for reference, but I have used FootMob before in the past. And actually, number-wise, Cody, according to SofaScore, had the highest rating out of all the players today.
Well, you know, like that's what we're saying. That it's probably up to you, when you're watching.
MK.
No, I'm just saying, like, everybody's saying it, like everybody, like it's Gravenberch or Cody. Just watching the game, it's all coming out. Like, I mean, Gravenberch got the shout here, but it's obviously Cody and Gakpo were probably our two best performers.
By the way, Modric still doing his thing, man. That was a great corner. Great corner. And Endrick. Is Endrick about to get a goal here? Oh, wow. Endrick with a nice little shot. Endrick gets I don't know if this is his debut goal or not. I don't know if we have any Real Madrid fans in here. I don't know. I know if Savage is here or not. Sometimes Savage plays.
It's European debut, obviously.
He watches in the background, doesn't say anything, kind of like watches in the background and kind of just enjoys the carnage. But
it's definitely his. I'm sure he's come on for him already. I mean, they played. Yeah, they're already up to.
I just meant that's his. I'm not saying that's not his debut goal.
No, he
debut. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he must have played at this stage. Surely.
Certainly, he has played.
Yeah,
he has played.
Yeah, he must have.
But one of the games I did see him play, he was not good in. It was a very unimpressive game for him.
Yeah. But, so Jimmy's head off. Good night, Jimmy.
Oh, good night, Jimmy.
Thanks for coming in, man. Jimmy.
And definitely those that are shutting down or shutting it down right now. Good night to you, as always. Much love for tuning in and rocking with us on the Liverbird as we flew over to Italy for a little bit of, like, as Dakota was saying, a little gelato and pizza, a little 2-for-1. I actually do have some pizza ready to rock and roll, so I'm gonna get my pizza in as my lunchtime bon appetit. And big up to Jimmy, big up to Bernie. Hope you guys have a great night. Big up to High Lord, MK Toe. Oh, big up Michael Corleone, LFC is in the house. Big up to you. Big up to High Lord, Red Armchair supporter. Big up to Dakota, Team Capri Sun. Mark, shout out to you. Shout out to Cedric. Shout out to KJ. KJSJ7 was in the house. KJ, haven't seen you in a while, brother. Good to see you. Shout out to. Go ahead. You're gonna say something.
Yeah, Tarmizi was in. He was in.
Yeah, I was gonna say M. Tarmizi. I was gonna say also. Who else is here that I just saw? Oh, Realism Jared. Big up. Realism Jared. Wasn't real impressed with today's game, but Realism Jared, it's a win. So, we moved, as you said earlier, too. We moved for sure. Shout out to Bonker. Shout out to Philip as well. Doing a little roll call here. That's what we'll have to do. So the whole concept is, if when we say, hey, Reds roll call or Roundup roll call, whichever we say, same thing. But when we say Reds roll call, it just means, hey, give a shout, say like where you're tuning in from, give a shout out to say what's good, and so we can see where and how far our reach is actually making in the world, whether it's to Ireland or whether it's to the many places of the UK, or whether it's Africa, South America, here in North America. Just give a shout in Asia, obviously. Shout out to M. Tarmizi. Just give us a roll call sometimes when we call for that. Just give us where you're tuning in from, and we will definitely give a shout and appreciation for it. Oh, United won big today against Barnsley.
7-up.
Fair enough to them. Fair enough to them. But yes, shout out to all those that joined us. Hopefully, I read for life. Trap Joe, Bonkers. I make sure I give a shout to everyone that had a ticket on the Live Bird today.
Cedric as well, as always.
Cedric, certainly. Cedric always tuning in from work. Keeping it on the low if necessary.
And also, we don't know if you're out there listening like Savage or whatever, but even on the if you just happen to be Lee Wizkid, don't worry, we are always thinking about you, my friend.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. Shout out to Lee Wizkid. Shout out to Lee as well. And big up to Hash as well. Big up to Hash. Hash was here. Who else was here? Because Hash, you'll have to teach me how to say your first name. That's a tough one. I hope that saying Hash isn't disrespectful. So just to make sure, and there's no disrespect intended. But who else? Make sure I'm just going through. Make sure I didn't miss anyone to give it proper. Oh, and Dara. Dara was here too.
Yeah, early days. Yeah,
my brethren here in Arizona, dealing with finally a break from the craziness of the 40 degrees Celsius days. We're only at like 31, 32 degrees Celsius today. So nice day in the desert. Finally, it is starting
probably to snow tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's not get too crazy. Definitely not too crazy. Maybe up north. It snows up in northern Arizona.
Yeah,
but that's also because that's like where the Grand Canyon is. Higher elevation, much higher elevation.
Yeah, I just love that. That's one of the best things when you see those desert fucking scenes. Like it's like you see all these people sweltering, and you pan back and you see these snow-capped mountains. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like it can be so hot and cold in the same place, just elevation.
Yeah. The fact that you could be next to palm trees one moment and then next to pine trees the next. Yeah. Arizona is a very diverse state here in America. But yeah, shout out to everyone that joined us today. We are going to we're going to end it at the 3:30 mark. So we're already at 3:28. So we're going to end it here. Shout out to everyone joining us. Shout out to Gravenberch, who was the people's man of the match. I think is the safe.
Does anybody know who actually got the actual man of the match, like the match award? Anyone in the chat know who? Like, I mean, the actual whoever sponsors it. I mean,
that's a very good question.
I'm sure they gave it to one of us.
That's a good question. Normally, you know what? I will admit this. In the post-match, normally you'll see that player interviewed.
Yeah, exactly.
But for us here, at least, they didn't interview. They interviewed, which makes sense because he's American. But they interviewed Pulisic because he scored, and also because maybe because we're here in America.
Oh, they'll have interviewed them all. It's just what they showed. Yeah, they broadcast the yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but I'm just wondering actually who got the UEFA man of the match. Yeah,
UEFA man of the match. I'm looking for it right now. You know where I might be able to find it is. Hold on. UEFA on the UEFA website. They might have who they put in. And I see we're getting close to the 3:30 mark. Anything you want to say to the people before we let them push off? I'm going to look and see if I can find this.
What have we got coming up?
For you
we've got some stuff coming up. Of course we do. We've got a whole week of stuff. Tonight is Tuesday. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. We've got some stuff lined up, the more heavy stuff that we look at doing, but for the gaps and the breaks. But we got Bournemouth coming up. We got
we still have a Continental Cup to put together. We still have
we've got to do our Survivor Series. We've got to do the Survivor Series.
Got the Survivor Series. That's Wednesday. No, that is Wednesday. We do Wednesdays as Survivor Series, I thought.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing that with if you remember last week we put together the first 11 of the season, best player of the season so far. So who's going to come in, who could come out of that tomorrow night. And then we'll do a bit of review tonight. And then Bournemouth stuff, anything that comes up. I wouldn't mind talking a little bit more about the Rodri and Ali stuff, about how the players are a little bit more emboldened to talk about things, because now if you see two players doing it at the two top clubs in England, the captain of City and Liverpool is one of our main players coming out and saying these things, like, can this take hold, or will it just be a couple of interviews that are forgotten, or can
by the way, I do have a UEFA. I do.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I was just trying to fill in time.
I do have a man of the match too. By the way, player of the match was given to Gravenberch.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they gave them. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they call it player of the match. They don't call it
90 minutes, 85% accuracy. It's called the player of the match, presented by PS5. Obviously, they have their sponsor that gets in it.
They don't call it. Yeah. They stopped the man of the match thing. I think that was a year ago. You can only be player of the match, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Yeah.
85% accuracy on his passing, travel 31.5 kilometers, or his top speed, was 31.5 kilometers per hour was his top speed. Distance covered was 6.8 kilometers.
That's not much. You do a lot of. Yeah.
I would have personally had Cody as my I'm one of Grava's big supporters, but I would have personally had. I thought Cody had a great game too, but
I think I would have given it to him just for the assist. As a fan, you give it to him just for the assist, but if you're crunching numbers, they're probably doing the numbers or whatever. But I think as a fan, as a Liverpool fan, he just made that little bit of a difference. So you give it to him, you'd hedge it to him for me.
No, 68 minutes played for Cody, 0.56 XA for Cody, 0.09.
By the way, that makes it 4-4.
Oh,
that makes it 4-4. By the way, yeah, me and you give it to Cody.
Our votes
makes it 4-4.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 4-4 in the chat. So it was 4-2 until we gave ours, because the people who were undecided didn't come in.
So we'll split it.
4-4. So we got to split it. Yeah.
43 touches, was 82% for his passing, 18 out of 22. Had 2 key passes, had 2 crosses that were unsuccessful, but had a big chance created, obviously. With that came from the assist. Was 4 out of 7 for his dribble attempts. I thought that he was really, really engaged when it came to his dribbling today. Was 6 out of 10 for his ground duels, was very engaged defensively. Was 1 out of 1 for aerial duels. Lost the ball 11 times, but was fouled once. Had 1 interception, 1 tackle. I'll even give you Gravenberch's numbers more in depth. Gravenberch had 90 minutes played, was 36 out of 40 for his passing for 90% accuracy, 0 out of 1 for his long balls. Didn't have any shots today, but was 3 out of 9 for his ground duels, 0 for 1 for his aerial duels.
3 out of 9. 0.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hang on. So he was 0 out of 1 for aerial duels, 3 out of 9 for ground duels.
Yep.
I mean, that's Kwanzaa getting taken off at halftime level.
It is. Was fouled twice, gave up. Was fouled twice and gave up 2 fouls, had 1 clearance, but had 6 interceptions. That's impressive. 6 interceptions, 1 tackle. Was only dribbled past twice in the game, but had
only 6 twice. But how many times has he attempted? I mean, 6. Yeah, you're taking the one big, but how is he win a man of the match with those numbers? Like 3 out of 9, 0 out of 1 getting drip. I mean, that's weird. That was definitely not his best game, stats wise.
Stats wise, it wasn't certainly.
That is poor. As we all know, Arnie Slot is a jewels guy. That was his thing at the start of the season: jewels, jewels, jewels.
Mm-hmm.
And that's surprising. He seemed to be losing out a lot, but obviously it didn't hurt him.
No,
but
big shout out. Let me say big shout out to our center back.
Steve was back in. Steve was back in. How you doing, Steve?
Oh, big up.
Yeah, definitely. Last few games are best player. Definitely.
Yeah. I was going to give a shout out to Virgil van Dijk. He wasn't that far. Virgil and Konate weren't that far off from the top rating. The top rating on SofaScore was for Cody Hackbo at 8.0. Mo Salah had 7.9. Dom had a 7.8. Diego had a 6.1. Not good. 6.8 was Gravenberch's SofaScore rating. 7.1 was McAllister.
That sounds better to me. That sounds more right to me.
Yeah. 7.4 for Trent, 7.7 for Ibu, 7.7 for Virgil, 7.8 for Simi, 6.4 for Ali. But yeah.
No, that sounds I think Gakpo deserves it for the just for the assist as much as anything else. But yeah, Gravenberch clearly didn't have that good a game.
Yeah. I think it was because a lot of those interceptions, were really like what I was commenting on during the game, and I thought those interceptions were big. He has some great interceptions today.
No, of course, no. That's not saying they weren't. I mean, it's just like saying you look at the other ones; they were bad. Yeah. I mean, the interceptions were good, but it's just all the other stuff. It was just surprisingly kind of he came out second best more often than not. But at the same time, looked to have a good game. So I think it just shows you that defending isn't his strong point. Like he can hold down that position. But if you're to ask, it's just showing that he's better.
There's more than just ground duels. There's more to.
No. I'm not breaking it. I'm speaking generally here. I'm just saying, like, please don't get stuck into the minutiae of here. I'm just saying it shows you that as a player, defending isn't his out and out skill set. It's more. It just shows he's more attacking, deep lying midfielder than a destroyer. The kind of guy who doesn't lose duels. That's just getting stuck in, crunching.
That's why I saw Endo coming too. By the way, though.
But I'm just trying to say basically, and I don't think this should be a big shock to anybody. Gravenberch is more of an attacking deep lying midfielder than he's a defensive.
Yeah, I can understand.
That's all I'm saying. He's not an out and out DM.
He's not a destroyer. I've never said that he's going to.
Yeah, so that's So I'm not saying you did. I'm not. It's not at you. I'm just saying that. Just again, I know you have to be so careful when you say things. I'm just saying generally, that just shows you. And again, you can't highlight something without something saying, "Oh, do you mean the negative?" It's like, no, I don't mean the negative. I mean the positive. What I'm saying is that shows you is his skill set is getting on the ball, giving it, creating passes, creating chance. He's not going to be that guy that won't be ever beaten. He's not going to be a Makalele. He's not going to be a destroyer. That's all I'm saying. It just highlights to me that his best attributes are what we're seeing of him this season. We're not seeing him go, wow, he shut the whole team down. So looking, turning, running, passing, driving forward.
Yeah.
That's him. And that's what we need to see. And I just love the fact that we can do that and we can remove a destroyer element from our team and still keep clean sheets. That's what's really impressed me so far.
Yeah.
That we haven't had a
I'd like to see that more often.
Destroyer. And tonight, we kept, like, until the weekend.
We didn't keep a clean sheet tonight, but yeah.
No, but and then we, like, after 2 minutes, we went 80. We basically went 90 minutes at the San Siro and kept a clean sheet after they scored.
Yeah. After they scored, they came out, they hit us I
2
think it
minutes
was
in.
I think it was Dakota that said it earlier. I might be wrong, but I think it was Dakota that said something about like, or might have been Bernie maybe that said that was a wake up call. That was like, okay, let's get into it. There's no
Yeah, that
time.
was Bernie. That was
Yeah.
Bernie. But when you look at it that way, they scored and we played 96 minutes. So we basically
Mhm.
kept a clean sheet at the San Siro for 90 minutes.
Mhm.
After that one lapse, we locked it down.
Off
And
a
that
really
was,
great off a great shot too. Great shot.
yeah, that
Yeah.
one thing like we saw at the weekend, very similar to Hudson Odoi.
Right.
One break, a quick break, or the
Yeah.
guy that
No,
scored
you're right about that. You're spot
buried in
on.
bottom corner.
Yeah.
But then what did we do? We locked it down for the rest of the game. They didn't get near us.
Yeah.
To me, that looks like that was almost an entire match played from, okay, we gave them a 1-goal lead, 1-0 FC from last season, and then went 90 minutes and they never got near us again. Never
Yeah.
got near us again in that
Yeah.
entire game. And we did that without a DM. And we did that with Trent, who can't defend at right back. We haven't changed anything defensively. And we've become so much more solid.
Well,
That to me is the most impressive thing. Without needing to bring in
oh,
defensive midfielders,
yeah.
we become better at defending our goal. That's my simplistic way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, 2 more shots, and that was it in the whole game. That was it. After that, they never touched us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Leo, Pulisic, Murata did nothing but try and win fouls, right?
Yeah, he definitely
That's
did.
all he did. That's all he did for the whole game was try and win fouls.
Well, I'm gonna bring this to a close here because Trent's actually getting interviewed. I want to hear what Trent has to say. But big up to everyone that joined us today for this watch along, the lead in and the watch along, whether portion of the ride you were along with us for the live a bird flying high. We appreciate it. It makes a difference. Trust me, it does. The universe hears us, and they ended up bringing us a result that was fitting for us today against the team we should be beating, and that is AC Milan. Go down to 3-1 against our beloved Reds. Big up to the mighty Reds. Big up, big up. So if Brian, you said your shout out, you said your goodbye shout?
Yeah, thanks for coming in. See you all again tomorrow.
Okay. And I'm going to do the same. Thank you for all joining us. And we will see you tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Survivor Series. So, yeah, let's get it in. We'll get the Survivor Series in. Then we're going to have a preview eventually coming up for Saturday because these games are going to come fast and furious. So, so yeah, looking forward. Yeah, no Vin Diesel allowed right now. No Vin Diesel allowed. Let's get it in, though. All right, you guys. We'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. And as always, go ahead, Brian. You want to say something?
Sorry, night all. I was just saying night all. Sorry.
Yep, night all. And up the Reds, people. Up the Reds. Certainly today. All right. Take care, guys.